ain't just about touch. It's about time, heart, soul. Let me talk to you. Come here, baby, let me speak my truth. Sit down, let me lay this love on you. I wanna hold you close, feel that third rhythm, heart to heart, that real, no gimmicks. Every breath, every curve, every thought you think, from your head to your toes, down to your instinct. Wanna study you, know you like my name, love you loud, never low, never tame. Let me be the queen, I know I am. Real soft touch, but I go hard for my man. You feel that heat when I lock my eyes. No words, just vibes, no disguise. Let me give all of me to all of you. Deep love, no cap, all truth. Morning rise, noon sun, midnight too. Wrapped up in arms that I trust like proof. You the calm I was praying to find. Got me still, got me clear in mind. Heart and soul, let's take that ride. Let it flow, baby, don't fight the tide. Your touch, healing your words, divine. Safe in your space like stars align. Let's build no rush, just move in sync. Every smile, every kiss, make me think. You read me like books with no last page. You get my fire, you hold my waves. Let me take you higher tonight. Forever starts when we move just right. See past, just present and now. You got me steady like I never knew how. Every moment sacred, every vow true. This is love I don't wanna undo. Let me give all of me to all of you. Deep love, no cap, all truth. Morning rise, noon sun, midnight too. Wrapped up in arms that I trust like proof. You the calm I was praying to find. Got me still, got me clear in mind. Heart and soul, let's take that ride. Let it flow, baby, don't fight the tide. No games, no fronts, no mask to wear. When I'm with you, it's just real care. Write our story in chapters deep. Lay your head, I'll rock you to sleep. You hold me down, I lift you up. We mix that passion with tender love. We built from truth, we stay aligned. Growing strong through space and time. All of me and all of you, that's the bond, solid true. Right here, right now, we make our vow. With every beat, I'll show you how to love me for eternity. Let me give all of me to all of you. Deep love, no cap, all truth. Morning rise, noon sun, midnight too. Wrapped up in arms that I trust like proof. You the calm I was praying to find. Got me still, got me clear in mind. Heart and soul, let's take that ride. Let it flow, baby, don't fight the tide. Don't fight the tide. No fight, no, no. No fight. No fight. Let me don't fight the tide. No. You talk slick, but baby, you ain't slick enough. You know sex, yeah, but do you know love? Nah, let's break it down. You know what love is? Or just a flex? You just a 1 minute man chasing next. In and out like you clocking a shift. No passion, no depth, just dip and drift. No check, no plan, no grown-up goals. Just another night, another bed, same role. Saying I got you with no direction. Your love is just empty affection. See, love ain't a game, it ain't just cheeks. It's more than rolling around for a couple of weeks. It's more than moans, it's more than skin. It's showing up real and locking in. You want control but can't lead right. Wanna be king but fear the light. You chase the body, ignore the soul. But real love, that's full control.
Yeah, you know sex, but you don't know love. You hit fast, but don't rise above. Talk that game, but don't back it up.
Making love,
that's that grown man stuff.
sex is easy, love runs deep, it costs time. It don't come cheap, you want it clean, then show respect. Cause making love ain't just what's next.
When you making love, it move in waves. A rhythm, a vibe, that grown man phase. Time slows down, her walls come down. She give you her heart when she know you around. It ain't just the stroke, it's the stare that I see you, baby, with your fingers in her hair. It's speaking in silence, breathing in sync. It's deeper than drinks and late night links. You say you grown, where's the proof? Cause love ain't shallow, it swims in truth. Out here acting like a boy on tour, but that ain't love. That's just a score. Yeah, sex comes quick, but love takes craft. It's the slow grind, not just the fast. It's reading her mind, knowing her cues, not just nutting and throwing her shoes. The right one, she gon' match your freak, but she also need that vibe that deep. She want the fire, but also the soul, the kind of love that makes her whole. So if all you know is hit then dip, you ain't never known real relationship. Cause sex is fire, but love is flame. One just burns, the other earns. And yeah, you know sex, but you don't know love, you get yours.
But don't rise above, talk that talk, but love don't bluff. Making love,
that's grown folks stuff.
sex is loud, love is true. One fades fast, one sticks like glue. You want a queen, then boss it up. Cause making love, that's the real grown up.
So next time you say, I love you, girl, check yourself. Is it just sex? Or are you really making love? Cause trust, there's a difference, and it shows.
You talk slick, but you ain't slick enough. You know sex, but do you know love? Nah, let's talk. Do you know what making love is, or just the flex? You just a 1 minute man, just chasing sex, looking for release. No passion, no depth, clocking out early, bro, you out of breath. No paycheck, no plan, no guarantee. Just hopping in sheets with whoever it be. Talking about, baby, I'll take you there, but your love ain't going nowhere, just hot air. See, love ain't a game, it ain't a quick fix. It's holding it down, not just Netflix. You want the body, but can't hold the soul. You break the mold, but can't play the role.
Yeah, you know sex, but you don't know love. You hit fast, but don't rise above. Talk that talk, but can't back it up. Making love's that grown man stuff. Sex is easy, love is deep. That real connection don't come cheap. You want a queen, then act like a king. Cause making love is a different thing.
See, when you making love, it hits slow-mo. Time freeze up, like whoa, let's go. She feels safe, she feels seen. She feel like a goddess, a real-life queen. It's not just stroke game, it's soul in sync. It's eye contact, not just the drink. It's hands that heal, not just roam. It's making it feel like your heart's a home. You say you grown, but where's the proof? Cause love don't hide, it stands in truth. You out here moving like a boy on tour, but love ain't lust, it's something more.
Sex comes easy, but love takes skill. You gotta listen, gotta feel what's real. See the right one, she gon' do both too. She'll ride the wave and make love to you. She'll match your freak and touch your soul. Give you fire and make you whole. But if all you know is hit and dip, then you missing out on that real relationship.
Yeah, you know sex, but you don't know love. You get yours, but never rise above. Talk that game, but love don't bluff. Making love,
that's the grown folk stuff.
Sex is fire, love is flame. One burns quick, one earns your name. You want a queen, then level up.
Cause making love is a whole other stuff.
So the next time you talk that I love you talk, ask yourself, do you really make love? Or you just out here? Cause there's a difference, baby, and it shows.
Everybody's gone. I stayed behind, and yes, it was. I was bored and needed somewhere to go, so I ended up coming through your door. I would've left sooner, but I had too much to drink. I don't drive drunk, don't wanna end up in the clink. The party is over, everybody is gone, and oh yes, it was on. It's been a while, yes, it's been a minute. It was due time for someone to split it and hit it. It got steamy like a boiling pot. Boy, I had to tell you, it was getting hot. I thought you had it in you to make me cream. I wanted you to hit that spot, I wanted to scream. The party is over, everybody is gone. The night was long. had stated. It was over before it started. What I thought was gold was only gold-plated. Looked good from a distance and shine for a minute. I was glad the sun came up and the night was done. I was being nice because I wanted to run. You could have kept that breakfast. The coffee tasted old, the eggs were runny, the grits were cold, the toast was moldy, and I thought I saw a roach crawling on your stove. I didn't disappear, I escaped. Everybody is gone. The night wasn't long as you had stated. It was over before it started. What I thought was gold was only gold-plated. Looked good from a distance and shine for a minute. I was glad the sun came up and the night was done. I was being nice because I wanted to run. You could have kept that breakfast. The coffee tasted old, the eggs were runny, the grits were cold, the toast was moldy, and I thought I saw a roach crawling on your stove. Didn't disappear, I escaped.
Yeah, this that real talk, from the soul to the mic. Let's go. Yo, in my mind, in my chest, I've been holding space. Feeling lost in the crowd, trying to find my place. Feeling heat from a dream I ain't touched in years. Just want your love to drown out my fears. You feel me? Can you match my flame? I ain't playing no games, this ain't just a name. I'm talking soul ties, late nights, deep vibes. No disguise, just real rides and sunrise. Let me in, let me feel that truth. Give me that love like I gave in youth. Make this home no fake, no loan. Just you and me in a forever zone. Love me like a real man's supposed to do. Hold me tight like the sky hold blue. Let me feel whole, let me feel free. Let me know you got faith in me. Keep me close, don't ever fade. Let our love grow, never throw shade. Keep it real, keep it prime. Love me baby, like fine wine. I need that fire, that soul ignite. The kind that hit hard in the dead of night. Make me shake, make me rise up high. Make me feel like I could touch that sky. Be my calm when the world go loud. Be the king that make this queen feel proud. I ain't asking for diamonds or lines that rhyme. Just give me your heart, we can skip the time. Don't fake it, just grace me daily. Love me patient, love me crazy. Through the pain, through the letter. Like fine wine, just getting better. You feel that? That's legacy, not just chemistry, it's destiny. Ride with me through the highs and lows. Storms come, but real love grows. Love me like a real man meant to do. Stand tall with me, yeah, stay true. Hold me like I'm all you require. Let our love burn, eternal fire. Let me feel peace, let me feel divine. Rocking with my man through space and time. No games, just one design. Love me baby, like fine wine. Like fine wine, yeah. Better with time, yeah. Real kind of love. That real kind of love. I thought I knew what love was, nah, I was blinded. Spinning in circles, mind trapped, undefined. Heart like a blade that's rusted and broke. Used to cut deep, now there's no hope. I gave too much, soul all bled out. Trying to decode love, got lost in the route. Put it all on the line like I had nothing to lose. Ended up holding doubt and crying the blues. Lying next to ghosts, trying to feel that spark. Every breath, every kiss, still alone in the dark. Thought you ride with with me till the end of time. But baby, truth is, love don't always rhyme. I need a real one, someone who sees me, hold me down tight, not just when it's easy. Touch me raw like I'm sacred ground. Heartbeat to heartbeat, no playing around. Let's find that rhythm, silence the noise where the world fades out, just soul, no toys. Take me there where time don't exist, where love ain't pain, just passion and bliss. Yeah, I love the wrong dude, that's a fact. Years now I can't get back. Chasing shadows, got scars for days. One-way street, no exit, lost in a maze. But I still want that real man, that see-through flame, that lock eyes, talk less, still know my name. Where love ain't fake, and touch ain't a lie, just truth in your hands when our bodies collide. You touch me slow, like a vinyl track. Every line you trace got me running it back. Let me spill this soul, no fear, no disguise. Let me drown in your touch, get lost in your eyes. I need a real one, someone who sees me, hold me down tight, not just when it's easy. Touch me raw like I'm sacred ground. Heartbeat to heartbeat, no playing around. Let's find that rhythm, silence the noise where the world fades out, just soul, no toys. Take me there where time don't exist, where love ain't pain, just passion and bliss. No more lies, no more rain, no more crying while I whisper your name. Just your truth, your flame, your fight. Come burn through my pain and light up my night. If you the one who sees me whole, come claim this fire, come catch this soul. Let's drift, no anchor, just vibe and climb. Me and you, baby, suspended in time. I need a real one, someone who sees me, hold me down tight, not just when it's easy. Touch me raw like I'm sacred ground. Heartbeat to heartbeat, no playing around. Let's find that rhythm, silence the noise where the world fades out, just soul, no toys. Take me there where time don't exist, where love ain't pain, just passion and bliss. Just passion and bliss. No more lies, no more.
Yeah. Do you have sex or do you make love? Do you even know the difference? Let me talk to you real quick.
Do you have sex or you making love? Or you just talk loud but ain't rising above? Do you even know how to please my soul? Take my body, baby, total control. See, when I come correct. I'll make your whole body stand erect. Feel that fire burn in your veins. Scream my name while I run the game. I make love but I know sex too. That's why you're mind blown, I freak you true. You just out here hitting, quitting, boo-boo. I'm on that level you can't run to. Yeah, you know sex, but you don't know love. Never rise up, can't take it above. Talk that game, but don't show love. Making love, that's the grown folks stuff. When you have sex, you might just forget. But making love, you coming back for that next smooth hit. You talk the moon, but can't touch the sky. Tell me a dream, nah, baby, don't lie. You claim you gon' take me to the moon and back, but you popping blue pills just to stay on track. That's a fact. Don't sell me a dream. You ain't ready for this grown folks scene. I want a man who can match my flame, not just stroke game, but heart and brain. One who can freak me and feed my soul. One who can hold me and lose control. See, I'm not your average, I'm not your fling. I'm that queen that make you feel like a king. When I give it, it's passion, it's heat, it's love and sex, it's soul, it's deep. Yeah, you know sex, but you don't know love. Never rise up, can't take it above. Talk that game, but don't show love. Making love, that's the grown folk stuff. When you have sex, you might just forget. But making love, you coming back for that next move hit. You talk the moon, but can't touch the sky. Tell me a dream, nah, baby, don't lie.
I'm the one who can make you weak. Touch your mind while I stroke your freak. It's the way I move, it's the way I feel. Love and sex, I keep it real. You can't fake it, can't buy this vibe. It's that grown energy, soul and drive. I want the right one who can match me too. Make love all night, then have sex too. So ask yourself, do you have sex or do you make love? Cause with me, baby, you gon' have to know both.
Y'all better stop playing here now. Welcome, you guys. I'm just going to say welcome tonight because I want to be able to keep up with the conversation tonight, because sometimes I'll roll down in the box when we get started and then I'll lose the conversation. I don't want to lose the conversation tonight because some people pointed it out to me. Like when I be talking and y'all be made a comment, I be already not got to your comment before after I did the conversation. So I'm going to try to keep up with the box tonight in that. I just want to say a few things before I start reading out comments and we see what's happening with this conversation tonight. Every Saturday here recently, we've been doing a grown folks night because a lot of things came to pass. A lot of people know themselves. Some people may not know themselves, but it seemed like it intrigued quite a few people, including myself. And, you know, people just want to know, or people just want to ask questions. I can say whatever I want to say for myself, but that don't mean you're going to handle things the way you're going to handle them. That don't mean you're going to be the same woman I am or man, whatever you decide you want to do. That don't mean that you're the man for me. But we finna get into this conversation because a lot of things had came up and people have been writing me. And I want to bring up one of the conversations. One was about the little blue pill. Okay. I don't know who take a blue pill or who don't take a blue pill. I know I ain't got to take no kind of pills if I want to get busy or something like that. That's neither here nor there, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because some men took that to offense. And the day when I released that music, I talked about the blue pill and I sent it to a friend and he really got upset. And we've been cool for over 20 years. I was just saying, hey, how you doing? Because he liked the music, but it was something about the 1 minute man. I think the blue pill thing, and some men take it to offense. If you take it to offense and you upset about it, then you probably is a 1 minute man, and shit, you probably pop the blue pill. I don't know if you do or don't, and that's not my business because I'm not sleeping with nobody who does. But I feel if you taking that pill, how is it normal? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to take a pill to get an erection. I just wouldn't want you to do that. I wouldn't want to see a person do that. Had I dealt with someone had done it before, yeah, and they told me after the fact, because of the simple fact that you're trying to keep up with someone, you trying to keep up with me, but you're gonna mess around and have a heart attack. Because I seen this guy, he said he had to put his private part in a cup of cold water. I would think he put in a cup of cold ice water, it would stay like hard like it is, but he said it made it go down, but it didn't, and he almost had a stroke behind it. So you got to pick and choose when you want to take that type of medicine just to get your rocks off. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of questions that I could ask men about it because I'm quite inquisitive. But, you know, right now, I'm not sure if that's for it. But if you got any kids in the room, then so be it. If you jump up on this platform, you decide you want to ask a question, I don't think I'm going to the question that you asked me about. So I'm not going to worry about who you are up on this platform. I'm going to respond to the conversation that we're having because we are grown people. And it seems like people don't think that you could have these grown conversations. Because I'm an activist don't mean I ain't supposed to have them kind of conversations. Maybe if a lot more of these females who got little girls had these conversations, they would know the difference between sex and making love, because there is a big difference. Now, I'm going to tell you my scenario of making love and having sex. Y'all tell me what yours is. To me, you can have sex with anybody, okay? You can have sex with your mate. But then if you with your mate, you can make love, you can get kinky, you can get freaky, you can have sex, because it may not be one of you passion. You might catch them in one of the rooms, in the living room, coming through the front door, whatever the case may be, whatever your mind takes you to. So to me, if I say I'm making love to you, I have to be in love with you. I have to have love for you. Like, I ain't gonna have love for you to make love to you. That to me would be probably my sex, because I know you, that I'm comfortable with you, that I would have sex with you. I ain't never did it. But if I wanted to go back or something like that, I would probably deal with someone that I've already dealt with. Maybe. Then I might not deal with nobody at all, because the same person I dealt with back in the day may not be the person who it is now. But I've been married all my life, so it wouldn't matter either way. And 10 years of sitting and finding out who you are, you will know what you will take, what you won't take, what you will do, what you won't do, how you gonna do something. And like with me, like right now, if I want to be married, I probably could be married. But what is being into a relationship and being married and it's an empty relationship, you know, or The brother ain't here, but I'm going to speak on it because someone said something about it. About a week ago, we had Brother D-Ham on here, and he was saying that if he's in a relationship with you, and not trying to talk about him, but he pop up, we can address it then. But someone said something about it. But he said if you with him in 5 days and gone by, and you ain't had sex with him, he's out of there. I mean, women come on a cycle. People don't feel good. You know, some women could have took that to offense, but as long as that ain't you and that ain't your man, you ain't really got to take it to offense. But I am addressing that. But people need to stop making sex like an obligation and a damn job. Sex is not an obligation. Making love is not an obligation. It's not a job. When you start making it like a job and an obligation, that's really when it starts getting to be turned off. I like spontaneous. I like different. Like I like, you know, whatever. So that's why I sat now. Ain't no use in me wasting my time, and it ain't everything that I would want or you wasting my time. Everything ain't about money. You know what I'm saying? You can get money when you can't get shit else. But where can you get a good relationship? And then let's hypothetically say we talking about all this, you guys, and your person, female or male, get sick or their private part can't work. So you gonna leave them? You just gonna walk away? Ding-a-ling come a dime a dozen. You can buy whatever size ding-a-ling you want. But why would you walk away from someone who's been good to you because his private part don't work? And a lot of that I hear people doing. This one lady was telling me, this all came from the live we've been doing, where her husband had been cheating. She didn't want to sleep with him. She started sleeping with someone else. And he found out. So then they said, okay, we even. But really, when you sleep with somebody and you're in a relationship, you really never even, because men take that shit harder than women, and women take it hard too. But it's something about men, they want you to come back to them and kiss all up on them when they done cheated. But then they don't want to kiss up on you when you done cheated. So anyway, make a long story short, I guess they was getting ready to get intimate, and it had been a minute because she felt some kind of way and he felt some kind of way. But then when things sparked off a little different and she got a little more freaker in the relationship, then he wanted to jump up and get upset about that. He asked, should he have got upset? I don't know you and your wife relationship, so I don't know if you should have got upset or not. But both of you are cheaters, so I don't see how your relationship gonna matter either way, because you already let someone come within the months of your relationship in between that. And to me, once you experience that body chemistry to another body, it's hard for me to like do two men at one time. Like I ain't never been that broad. You know, if I care about you, I'll lay with you, I'll spend time with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just jump from man to man like that. I have to give myself time to go through what I done went through on that level. So to me, if you're in a relationship and you go outside the relationship and cheat, you can't say you love your husband 100%, and he can't say he love you 100%. So then it gets to the point that you just being there for comfortability, for being complacent, just want to be there because you feel like you should be there because y'all done earned 25 years together, but he's sleeping with who he's sleeping with, and they sleeping with who they sleeping with. So you might as well get a divorce and just still be in the same household. I would rather be a fornicator than an adulteress, but I'd rather not be either one. So that's why I'm sitting like I'm sitting now, because those kind of games I really don't play. And being real, I think that's why I always stayed in a relationship and I was faithful, because like I'm not gonna cheat. That's one thing I am not going to do. It doesn't matter what come flashing in front of my face. Because if I get something, I know the hell it came from you. You can never have to worry about me, because you can ask me 10 times told where I'm from. Never would do that. If I get in the position that I felt like I'm in a relationship and I want to sleep with another man, I'm already in a relationship, then I won't be with that man that I was in a relationship with. I would find a way. I would just straight tell him what's up, especially if my heart's not there anymore. You know, I have went through things that I went through that before. I have not been the greatest myself, but my heart got broke first, and then I said screw it, and then let me do you like I get what you did to me. Was it right? No, I ain't saying it was right. You ain't supposed to do what someone else do to you, but you learn from your decisions, your choices, and your mistakes. Another question I was asked, I'm trying to ask all the questions before I get to the box, you guys, so just let you know. Have I ever dated a married man before? Y'all so damn messy. Like, because I told you I was going to tell you my business, you know, like I want to plead the fifth, but I ain't finna lie. Yes, I have. It was back in the younger days, and I'm sure one way or another, I don't care what nobody's saying, a woman in this box have dealt with a married man, not just by choice. Like to the point that you really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I done had a lot of married men come to me. I have married men hit me up in a box now. And if you hit me up in a box, you send anything to me, I'm going to put it on site. And then I'm going to sit it and tell your wife. Because I researched the guy and he did that. And I told him, you do that shit again, I'm going to put that shit on blast and let your wife see it. Big dinglings don't impress me because you got the shit, you don't know how to work it. So how does that impress me? That could come a dime a dozen. It's just more than just having sex and feeling a person that you don't even know who you're dealing with. Have I ever had a one night stand? No. I don't really want to have one night stands. Even if I tried to have a one night stand, when I take a brother to the real promised land, then it's a whole different ball game. And I really try not to be around a man and let myself go 100%. And I'm so glad that I'm like that, because like I've always been like that. I just know if I'm with someone and I really get turned on, everything else up, I'm turned on, I'm turned all the way up. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you turn me on. So I try to make sure if I was going to get in a relationship that I know that I would want to be there. I would say that I probably would hold your hand, kiss you a little bit, play with you a little bit, but like to go 100%, when I unleash all this bubble brown sugar, I just can't just go there and then I know I'm going to walk away. You ain't going to want me to walk away. So that's why, I haven't been there to that level yet. And it's really hard to meet people that you trust, that you ain't got to worry about, that you don't have to worry about them being two-faced or negative or things like that. Because a lot of times people will say one thing, but I've learned in this 10 years of being on YouTube and the journey that I've carried, that people will say one thing and do another. And I'm a big person on sharing how I feel. I'm a big communicator. Personally, like I go with the flow of anything that I'm in. It doesn't matter who it is or what it is or what type of relationship it is. I can't really say I've ever set up and broke away from somebody on a bad relationship that I had been in. It's just sometimes people grow apart. And if you grow apart, that's an issue. And if you marry somebody and you can want yourself to be in a relationship, or if you're supposed to be monogamous and you're in a relationship and you can't keep it one-on-one, then you might have to try something different. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is different in relationships. And I can't say what you should do in your relationship because I don't know what you're saying. You just tell me one side of it. And it doesn't matter, woman or man. If you speak on something and you tell me, then I want to ask the other person too, because it doesn't mean that you telling the truth. Just like when y'all ask me some stuff, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. Why should I lie about it? Nobody on this internet can ever say that I'm a liar. Only way you're trying to make me like a liar because you got something to hide yourself. Because like this woman said, you got to be an open book. Don't let someone find something on you. You can tell them what it is before they even find something on you or find something out about you. So, with the little blue pill thing, again, if that's your thing, you have to use that, then that's fine. But I just don't feel like that's natural. I don't know if your stuff when it's soft, do you got a feeling? And then when it get hard, is it different with that pill? Is the pill different when you using that pill and you trying to get up like that? Is the feeling different to a man? I'm not a man, so I wouldn't know because I don't use those type of pills. So I wouldn't know that. But those are questions that went through my mind when I was listening to it. And a couple of men hit me up, taking to offense about the blue pill and being a 1 minute man. I mean, it's such things as quickies, you know what I'm saying? But if you a quickie every time, then that's going to be a problem. You get what I'm saying? And then you mad because you a quickie, but you got excited. I get that too. But a woman want to feel passion, just like a man want to feel passion. Like a woman want to get freaky sometimes, like a man want to get freaky. Some people are freaky. It's just what you feel like you want to do in your past tense in your bedroom. That has nothing to do with me. Everyone's different. I shouldn't answer this. Someone had wrote me, we talked about porn. And I said that I watch porn. And if I want to watch a naked picture, I watch a naked picture. And this guy, I think it was a guy, said, you don't look like you watch porn. What do a person look like that watch it? If you want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get into it like that. But if I want to watch it, yeah, I would. Did I ever have a man that wanted to do that? No. Because that wasn't their thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that makes your level of your sexual, when you're doing that, go to a different level. You might want to experience something different. You think it in your mind, whether you do it in a relationship or not. There's a lot of things that I thought about in my mind, but there's a lot of things at 56 years old for to be that I've not done that I did think about. I ain't gonna get into details what those are. That's another time, another question, another several answers that I have to give you guys. But those were my scenario of some of the questions that was asked to me. So again, to me, you can have sex with anybody. You can make love to your partner. You can't make love to anybody. You can go outside and say, girl, I made love to this dude last night and you just met him. How you gonna say that? So it had to be a one night stand. As Miss Valerie said up there, bam, bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's what the old folks used to call it back in the day. And I saw Right Cross say hoochie coochie. What's going on with all the hoochie coochie songs? Well, didn't nobody say hoochie coochie, but that's that's what we said back in the day, the coochiness, And I don't know, people get nervous about personal things like that. And I'm shy myself, but if we gonna get on and we talking about it, it seemed like it sparked up a conversation, for men to want to write me and ask me certain things, or what they feel like, what would I do, or why this woman did this. But if a woman start not wanting to sleep with you, I ain't gonna lie, I can't say what the deal is, but did you do something first, or vice versa with the man, with the woman? Because there be women that be cheating too. A man going to work every day, giving you everything you want in life, and you round the corner down the street cheating with some broke cat who ain't got a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. I done seen women do that too, and that's real hurtful for a good man that's sitting up there trying to make sure you can stay at home and do whatever you want to do, and you at home cheating on him. And then when he get home, he ain't got no food ready, his bath water ain't ran, you ain't gonna iron his clothes, you just ain't gonna do nothing to help him get ready for the next day, and he taking care of you. I don't understand that. That ain't my logic. But I grew up around older country women, you know what I'm saying? And it was just different. So my morals and principles about being in a relationship would be different from somebody else being in a relationship. And then I had someone ask me also, this dude said, he had to be a dude, because of the conversation. Like, they don't believe that I get up in the middle of the morning and cook something to eat. What the hell? I'll get up and cook whatever. If I'm with my man and he ain't even got to be woke, I'll cook it and leave it on the stove for him. Matter of fact, if I'm cool with you and we all right, you ain't got to be my man and I'm up in the house with you, I'll cook for you and leave the shit still on the stove. That's the type of sister I am. I'm not going to get up in the middle of the night, cook me a whole breakfast or cook me a whole dinner and not leave none on the stove for you, even if I'm at a friend's house. But I ain't never spent the night at no female house. So I'm just letting you know that now. A man house, yes. A friend house, no. A female, no. Not like that, nah. I'm a lady in the streets and a freak under the sheets. Most women are. Ain't no shame. Miss Donna be telling like it is. That's what she said, and she said the way she said it, and she's sticking to it. Stella, that is her new name. Lady in the streets and a freak under the sheets. Yes. And see, them older women, they got all them cool, like the little hits to go with. You know how she just said that? Freak up on the streets and, right across when you're horny, You sure will know. You will know. But then sometimes if you get horny, then I don't know, some people might not know they get horny. Shit. Some people don't even know their own body. So keep it real. I'm just saying. They have to say, not a freak in the streets. Red kicks all the stuff. There's a limitation. Stop projecting, sir. Ouchie, who she talk to? Dad, what is the projection? Oh, hell no. Blue pills, listen. She said, Miss Barry say, who got time for the blue pill to work? So listen, I don't know how much time it take that shit to work in between getting you up like that. But if you know that you gonna take that pill, it seems like you would already be the ticket before you get to where you gotta go if you gotta take it. Because if anybody in here, which I don't know too many men gonna get in this box and admit they take a blue pill, because, and call me naive, I used to hear them talk about the pill. What's the name of it? I forgot, but it was one that they with the men used, and they used to say erectile dysfunction. I didn't know what that was. I said, "Oh, they told the man dingering." I was like, it really didn't even dawn on me. You know what I'm saying? But they said reptile because I'm thinking like a reptile. You know what I'm saying? Dysfunction. but it was a man's private part, and I know that has to be a bad thing for men. And I've heard men say it, and men done wrote me and told me that it makes them feel some kind of way that they have to take pills. So this is my thing to that. And I don't know for sure. You a man, Fred Denson, right cross in the box, y'all, me, anybody else, put it in the box. But if you wear your weenie out back in the day and you was giving it all away and didn't care how you move, strew, or play, then what you think it's gonna do? It's gonna keep on going like that, like a bunny rabbit? Probably not, because you didn't take care of it back in the day. And the same with woman. You know what I'm saying? Some women, they stay moist, and some women, they say be dry. I'm a moist woman myself. I thought something was wrong with me because I stay so moist. But then when I heard some dudes in the barbershop talking, I'm like, shit, I'm in the game. But I do know when you're dealing with women and they have that natural dryness, and I don't know why they would, that means you don't roll your stuff out. And basically, you ain't got no moisture, because that's like you done did 2 or 3 men, then you go douche, then you do another man, then you clean yourself out, then you do another man. You taking all the natural origins of your body out. You get what I'm saying? So, like, to me, that's like, you know, some women do and some women don't. Some women say, I've never ever had to use no kind of lubrication. So that tells you whatever. Some women do use lubrication, baby oil, Vaseline. If it had to be that would be what I would use. But to go with some Vaseline, go with some lubrication, no, I ain't never had to do that in none of our relationships. You could take that to the mind whichever way you want to take it. But I'm just saying, I didn't have to do that. So if you cool with your partner and you end that with your partner, then there's going to be a certain level, you know, that you go back and forth. So to me, like, I was comfortable. I ain't have to be doing whatever because that was my partner. And condoms, I'm not fond of those either. I've always been in a relationship, so I don't like condoms. Point blank, period, simple. Someone asked me that, so I'm telling you, no, I don't. But I've always been in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just go and get a one-night stand. The dude say, okay, you're going to use a condom. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, but if I were to do that, then yeah, you get what I'm saying? But do I like them? No. Have I been somewhere that I had someone use one? Yes. But did I like it? No. Ain't nothing better than the real thing. You know, to me, it's a difference. But everybody do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm in a real relationship with a dude and we supposed to be just me and him, and he telling me that probably would be a problem to me. I'd be looking at him cross-eyed, and I probably wouldn't want to sleep with him. Miss Valley said, right cross, I said what I said the way I said it. He said, you know, good, no, well, some pill or no pill, you still gonna get them cheeks clapped. No, because, like, listen, if the dude don't take the pill, he can't clap no cheeks. He taking the pill because he need to clap the cheeks because what you taking the pill for? You know, good and getting to wear your pill or no pill, he still clap. What are you gonna clap him with? Because some men get upset. They think that's the only way, that you can't play with nobody no other kind of way. But then I guess that probably would upset a man if he can't go all the way. You know, that's an ego thing. Yes, ma'am, Miss Sheila. She say sex is scared. Okay, I don't know that. Oh, sex is scared. I don't get it. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just go out and have sex with anybody and you don't know them, like, at least get to know them. Like, I'd be scared to just go to somewhere and have a one-night stand with somebody. I'm not gonna do that. I've never done that before in my life, nor would I. You know what I'm saying? It's just the person that I am. I'm not saying if you have done it, you went all these different cats, that has nothing to do with me. I just said I was too scared to do it. I wasn't comfortable. And there's something about my passion and who I am as a person that I just don't want to do that. When I'm there with you, I'm there with you. I just don't, like, can't deal with 2 or 3 people at one time. And then see, that's probably one of my problems. If I had been a hoe, I probably wouldn't have cared like I cared. But I just had more, like, I'm concerned about my body. You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned about, like, how I be around people or when I'm with a man or something like that until I'm comfortable with him. I'm shy, believe it or not. I just got to get to know you, though. Making love is connection and intimacy. Come on, Miss Valley, why having sex can be more about, yeah, basically satisfaction, gratification, point blank, period, simple. You just having sex to get your private part off. You don't really want to make a connection. But I had somebody say that today. Was it? I ain't gonna say who it was. Where they said a man will tell you anything to get in his pants, get so you can get he can get in your pants. A man tell you anything, but a woman will tell you anything to get in your pants to get to your pockets too. You know, you got women like that. Your private part might not be all that, but she sure coming for them pockets. So your private part ain't got to be all that. If your pocket's big, let's keep it real, ladies. You know how women do. Say it ain't so. I know I probably passed the conversation some. Hey, Miss Charlie, true love by its nature is free. That's for real, true love. And isn't even such thing as true love anymore. It seems like the relationship that you seen back in the day is nowhere near the relationships now. Men don't know how to conversate. Women don't know how to conversate. People don't know how to sit down and have a logical conversation. Then your sex life get boring. You don't want to play around. Because like, I'm going to be honest with you, I could not be in another relationship and go through any of that no more. I've been through that when I was younger. I just rather not be in a relationship. You know, this lady, they were showing where she was a younger woman and she got into a relationship with an older man and he had kids. And she said it was the worst thing that she could have done. It changed her whole life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful when you get in relationships because men ain't how they used to be and women aren't how they used to be. They far and few now. More so everybody in this day, present in time, what you can get, how you can get it, which way you going to get it, when you going to get it, stuff like that. Give that to somebody like that. Yeah, give it to somebody that you like. I ain't giving all this bubbling brown sugars. I'm a motherfucker like. I'm going to give you all this shit because you like it? What? Yeah, baby, you got to do more. I got to do more than just like you. To sit up here and let you get some of this bubbling brown sugar. Even touch it. Watch out now, right cross. Back it up. And thank you guys for showing love in the box. You know, it's all about being true to who you are and being truthful to yourself. I know what I said exactly about. That part, open book is the best way. You got Miss Shy coming straight. You be open book about everybody else. You got to be open book about yours too. But Shy is an open book. I mean, she don't mind saying what she say. I say be an open book because look, somebody get on this internet, and I've seen through the years, would have never thought I'd be in people videos. I was going through videos the other night. I was like, damn, I was in a lot of videos when I was going back and forth with all this stuff with Steve. And people like took me in from 7 years ago. I did not know I was up in that much footage. But at least I stayed true in the way I acted online. It's who I am online, offline. Like, I ain't got no filter. I'm not no prestigious boozy chick. I don't got to sit up here and wear $1 million. I don't do none of that. I just want to live and be free and help people if I can help people. But now that came to the point that I got to help myself. I got to get focused on myself. I said this year I was going to take who I was back and, you know, share more of my life with y'all. And like, people didn't know some of the things that we talking about right now on a personal level with me. But, you know, now what you going to use and go tell everybody, it ain't going to do that but make me appeal to the next man. I may not appeal to a woman, but I'm damn sure appealing to a man. And I might appeal to some bras. You don't know. Do I want you? No, I don't do women. Have I had women come on to me? Yeah. I think about 4 times and it was a no-go. I don't do that one. And ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's what you do, that's your thing. That's your thing. I straight like men. That's my thing. She's a personal relationship. And it don't be. You know, like, I've been married all my life, except this time I've been single. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've never sat up there, not one time in my life, ever said, oh, he didn't satisfy me in bed. Oh, girl, you know what he did last night? He put it this way. I ain't never did no shit like that. I just never felt comfortable discussing my man private part or our intimacy with no other woman. I've never done that. I feel like it's a little disrespectful, but everybody, if that's what you do and that's an open book for you, fine. But I'm not gonna tell people how my man private part work. I ain't finna do all that. Thank you, Miss Linda. Glad to see you and you feeling good too. Inquiring minds want to know, baby. Yes, inquiring minds want to know. And that's true. That's true. You got to keep it true to yourself before anybody say something about you. He say she will get up and cook anytime. Oh, see, right, Carl? See, there it is. So that dude, whoever that dude was who said he don't believe I'll get up and go cook. Look, I'm a real one. You ain't got to ask me. If I'm hungry and I get up and fix me some meat, I'm damn sure not going to sit there and fix me some meat and not fix you some meat. I like being a wife. I like catering to my man. I don't know. I just like it, y'all. You know, I ain't got one right now, but I damn sure like this shit. I think it's fascinating. You know, turn your man on, ain't got it up under your robe, want to do him a strip tease dance. It's just a lot of things. Like, I just like being that different like woman wife, you know. But it just seemed like I just didn't marry the right men, you know, and not saying they weren't the right men, and maybe just for that time or that moment, you know, but I don't mind being a wife. I don't like my waiting on a man. I mean, I have no problem with that. And one lady was going off saying I shouldn't be online saying that I will do that for a man. Why? Because you won't. So you've been married to your man 30 years and you bigger than his ass and you won't get him to go cook him something to eat. I don't get that. I'm going to always do that. There will be nobody ever tell me that if I'm with a man that I can't cater to him, because that's my first nature. But then I would want that same. He would have to have some of what I have in me now. And I got a whole lot of Southern hospitality. So I'm not going to waste my time with someone. I can be by myself before I waste my time and be in a relationship and please you. But I'm not getting anything out of it. I won't do that again. That's what she, Valley under the sheet clap. She said she a freak up under them sheets. Good, Miss Beebe. I'm glad you made it home, Queen. He said, Essie, there's nothing like always be ready. Yeah, swish, swish. You know, when she just said that, like, I thought that was a problem till I had a barbershop. And I was in the barbershop and men at the barbershop don't care what they talk about. You know what I'm saying? And they was in it, and well, we being honest, like, so keep it 100. And they were talking about how this chick was real dry, sandpaper. I was like, well, damn. And then they were saying how uncomfortable it was. Then they were saying how when a woman gets her body real wet and lubricated, and I was going to go to the doctor because I thought something was wrong with me because I lubricate easy. That's saying that shit, I'm 55 years old, ain't never had to use no fucking lubrication. That says something that tell you I didn't wear my body out. That's what it tells you, that I ain't let everybody run up in me and do all whatever. That's what that tells you. But I really didn't know it until I heard that in that barbershop. So it was things as me growing up as a young lady, I had to learn on my own. And believe it or not, you learn it through a barbershop too, because them men was putting it down and saying what they do, what they don't do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening. I was like, whoa. So I'm all good to go. But then to listen, to know that, you know, and hearing from a man's perspective of that, that was different to me too, because a lot of times as women, we don't listen to what the men say. You do what you want. You give instructions. It's just different, you know. And I love Shy, but I have to say this. Like it was 2 Saturdays ago, and we was going back and forth, and Shy was explaining some things. And there's other women do this too. But the way she explained things, you know, and maybe it wasn't like that, but it just reminded me of some of the men who say how they women got specific instructions how to sleep with them, how to make love or have sex with them. That shit was just a turnoff. It would be a turnoff to me. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's a turnoff to other men, but a man pointed that out when Shy said that about how she said, I'll lay like this, or I'll lay like almost she had an instruction book. And he said so many men, they get in relationships and then it start being rules to the games of the sex part of the situation. So you can make love. If you with your husband, you can make love 24/7. But what if you want to have sex? What would you call sex? I would say anything is making love because I love him. But if we said we wanted to kick it and I had me a badass trench coat on, nothing up under it, got my heels on and catch him in the house somewhere and just right there on the spot. Yeah. I mean, like you want to do stuff like that. I would. I like doing shit like that, but everybody ain't the same person. So I understand how that might make a man feel, but men do it and women do it. Because the same thing with men, you know what I'm saying? Like they just want you on top or you on bottom. Y'all just that's your two levels. You ain't gonna move, you ain't gonna do shit else. We ain't gonna try nothing else. We just gonna do on the top and bottom. Okay. Don't nobody want to do that every day either. Why don't you try something different? Shit, can you try something different? You know what I'm saying? But that's me, not everybody. So it's whatever you choose that you want in your relationship. But I will always want to keep it like something spontaneous. Because to me, if you with the right man and you love him, experimenting your body and who you really are with him is different. And I think even though I've been married, I didn't experiment how I wanted to. Because when I was with Fred would always say, "It's you nasty." Well, shit, nasty is what nasty does. But I'm just inquisitive. I like talking shit. I play games, you know. But that's just who I am. So every person's different when you at that level. And because a person hadn't took you to that level, you don't know how to be nasty, or you don't know how to be freaky, or you don't know how to be a whole different ball game. Like I done talk to men, they don't even role play, but they think it's sexy as hell that you can role play. Do I like to role play? Yeah, I sure do. Shit, let me be the cop and you be the robber, and let me catch you, baby. I got some handcuffs for you too. Keeping it 100, keeping it real. Facts. I don't know what old Charlie said, but it's facts. She said, "You, a child, are paying me for my skills." You know what? Everybody's different though. You know what I'm saying? Older women, you ain't gonna catch older women doing that. You're not going to, not too many older women gonna be something that I've been around, or older men, OGs that's gonna sit up and tell anything about their sexual preference. Because when you do that and you're discussing, like my husband, for instance, my second husband was down in, they had moonshine bar, and there was a lot of brothers down there. He had several brothers and cousins, and they was down there talking different stuff. And someone came back and told me about him talking about me, him being intimate, having sex, and we married. And you down there discussing it? Don't you know at least three of those men from down there in that damn bar came at me and kept looking at me sideways, and I felt like I wanted to run every time I seen them, because you telling somebody how good I am, and then you made your friend want me. Don't think it ain't gonna happen. It's happened in every relationship I've been in. I have not been in a relationship to the point that when I walk away or I got someone around that one, somebody friend or cousin or family member ain't came on to me. It ain't never happened each time I've been married, and that's for sure. And whether it was 4 times I've been married each time. So I've been pretty much married all my life except these years that I've been by myself. So I'm just telling you, when you sit there talking about what your woman can do in a bed, you better know that your friend thinking that he can get that same thing done on his head or whatever else he want to do. He's scared. What y'all scared of? What? Scared? Why? Oh, Charlie, look at Right Cross. What? Whatever, Christian, whatever the word is, shit. What you separate like that for? I know when it's right, Mr. Van. I know when you're right, Essie. Somebody said something. Um. Oh, Miss Barry said right here. Miss Barry said they got some pe. Well, when I find the right penis, then that may come. Because up until then, look, shit, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I the ones I had at that time when they tried, I just didn't like it. But if they got, she said, got something now, feel bare like that, that's fine. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so somebody had to clear the word up. I'm sorry. He said sacred, not scared. But sex ain't sacred. Making your body is sacred. You know what I'm saying? If you have sex with someone, it seems like people would keep that sacred, but having sex is having sex. To me, that's just like you jumping from one person to another. That's what, when I hear the word sex, that's what I think about. Unless I'm in a relationship with you and homie say, hey, babe, you want to go in this bathroom right quick? Or you want to go here right quick? You know what I'm saying? You want to go outside? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do that with your mate, but like, just like having a sex, go just one person and that quick night and I don't see you no more. Nah, I ain't doing that one. So I got that sacred. Sex is sacred. Yes, Fred, sacred. It is sacred. And a lot of us need to teach our children about that before it's too late. There's a lot of things going around right now, you guys, and a lot of different diseases. We know AIDS been around for a long time. And people just having sex like it's the thing to do and they ain't protecting themselves. You know, and I don't know if people know it or not. Like all that licking and rubbing, unless you personal with your person, like I would be afraid to do that. Just because like I would really have to get to know you, make sure you ain't been around about it, just to even come at you like that. Because whether people know it or not, if you got a disease on any part of your body and they licking your body, or you licking him or he licking you, whatever, like you can get that in your mouth too. And then you could pass that on to somebody else too. So it ain't like you can just not get gonorrhea or chlamydia, whatever, in your mouth, just as well as you can get in your private part. So you have to be careful of that. And that's what we really have to start schooling our young kids on, because people are too free with their bodies. I've never been free with my body. I don't even really like, I feel more comfortable now dressing a little sexy because I don't have children. But if I whatever way I want to dress, I ain't dressed like no hoe. You get what I'm saying? I dress sexy but with taste. There's a difference. And you ain't got to let everybody see everything that you're working with. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Women are not tolerating what they accept back in the day. Like, you know what? They are tolerating. This is the thing. Women may not be, but it's a lot of women, like the men are different. The women are different from back in the day to me. The only way they're not different if you were raised by somebody back in the day. You know, no matter who it is. Okay. And when I say that, like I say yes, ma'am, I say no, ma'am. You know, I respect my elders. If I say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am to you, that must tell you that I got respect. Like if I'm around someone's husband, I won't walk around with no booty shorts on. I would never do that. My cleavage, I would just never do that. Like, you have to have respect. That's showing that you got respect for the other person too. Some people are comfortable with that. I won't call them names. I've had it done to me, and people did that around my husband, but that'd be up to you. Because if you could take my husband or you could take the man I got, you could have him, because he wouldn't mind in the first place. Never judge a book by its cover. That's right. Hater or lover. You know what? Nowadays, is it so much as loving? You know, because more so I see relationships. I think Miss Bibi said she been in her relationship for 40 years. That's loving. You know what I'm saying? Like in the relationship, like not estranged, like in the house one place, I'm another, or anything like that. I value people who've been in relationships that long in that period of time, because I know you went through a lot, but you still was able to build that man to make him into what you wanted him to be for you, and vice versa. If we had to think that we could build men, it would be quite different. Same if we could build a woman. You know what I'm saying? If a man could build one of us, they probably would build whatever. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I would want to know, what do I need to be added to me? Because would I make it happen? If I'm with that man, and I could, yeah, but I would want the same thing in return. I will not be in a relationship no more, not at going to be 56 years old, and accept some of the things that I did accept, and I allowed them to happen, you know, because I wanted to be loved, or I wanted to be in a relationship, or I thought that was the best thing for me. But at the end of the day, on every level, I've learned to walk away. He said they be switching, carrying purses. Yeah, pants sagging. I hate to see a brother with his pants sagging too. I hate to see a brother with his pants sagging. I just don't. Like, why you can't pull you? But I look, if your pants are down past your waist, they say that's giving signs that you like something else and you want somebody to run up in you because you went to jail, and that's how they do in jail or something like that. They were saying. I just don't see how that's sexy, professional. It just don't look right. Like you better have a long shirt over it. You ain't gonna see me with no dude that is pants sagging, and you ain't gonna see no real prestigious older man with his pants sagging. And I think that's why I kind of go towards older men. You know what I'm saying? The younger men, to me, I don't know, unless you find the right younger man, which I'm sure there are some out there, but it's almost like you want experience, but you know, like they're not maybe good communicators, seem like, or you gonna wear your clothes a certain type of way, or because somebody tell you something, you may get upset. I just think it's a difference, and I don't have time to be raising nobody's kid. You know, if you're gonna be in a relationship and you really want a good woman, don't come get no older woman if you sit up and thinking we're gonna be like the younger women, because we ain't like that. You can't just talk stupid to us, young or old. Well, me, you can't do that to me. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. I'm not doing that. She said, that's so true. What we see is what we get. You're the same always. Thank you for that, Miss Valerie. I try to be. Look at Red. Go get you a cigarette. He said, make him want a cigarette. Don't do it. Yeah, that right there. Next thing they know, they'll be screwing your man. Just like when my husband went and told them brothers about me, they want to come and see what I can do with them. Because if he's telling them how I am in bed and they getting turned on, you know, if they're around me by themselves, they're gonna get turned on. That's why, like, it makes no sense. And I always have them walking up on me telling me how good I smell. Like, I ain't never hitting a man not tell me how good I smell. Because, I mean, that's one of my little things I like to do, smell good. You know, my 5 years, I cook for myself, my kids. Oh, that's good. I've been on. Oh, that's so good. They all grown, huh? Hey, ain't it a good feeling? When you get your kids grown, you ain't got to worry about nobody but yourself. Trust, I've been in 2 relationships in my life and all about commitment until things go wrong. Well, that ain't bad. How old are you, Shy? Just 2 relationships. That's pretty good. Just 2 relationships our whole life. Let me see. Damn, I know that Coochie was sore. Who Coochie was sore? Did not like that attracted to him. She did not like or attracted to him. Ouchie. Oh, I know, because you're on the sandpaper. I got it. Okay. It's time for the popcorn. It says, right across, say, shit, Peter will be sore. Dry coochie is like, what? Rubbing sandpaper. That's what them boys said. That's what them boys said in that barbershop. See, like, I guess because I've not been with a lot of men, I've always been married all my life. Like, I wouldn't know because I didn't have a female to educate me on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you have to learn on your own. Yet my Aunt Shirley raised me, you know, with still things that you sneak and creep and you learn your own. But if I ask her something, yeah. But, you know, certain things you just didn't talk about. Who gonna sit and talk about how wet they get? Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna sit up there and do that. But when I heard the boys talk about it, I felt better because I was like, well, damn, ain't that wrong? That's some normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was a problem. That it's not a problem. It's actually a great thing. You said you better tell your mate to please you. You shouldn't have to tell them to please you, though. You know, like this time around, I just want to feel it. I want to know it. Like, I'm going to know it. I ain't telling you shit. If I got to tell you, then I ain't supposed to be with you either. I don't want to tell you how to rub me. I don't want to tell you how to hold me, feel me, squeeze me. I don't want to do that. Let me see what you got on your own, because I could back you up real quick. But I try, like, if I met someone, I go out with them, like, and I say around you a month or a week or whatever. Like, I could be around you that whole time and not go all the way with you. Could you be around me and not want to? You would have to if you're going to respect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I would still want to get to know you, because I know myself. If I take it all the way there, you ain't going to let me leave back the same way I came. And I'm not going to want to leave you. So that's why I hold myself. I would hold myself around a man. I'm not going to just let myself loose like that. And I would have to get to know you before I even let myself be comfortable like that. She said, sound painful. It is painful. Ooh. You think about sandpaper, and the way them guys was talking about in the barbershop, it was really bad. You know what I'm saying? To know that you a man and these men, that when one of the girls that they were talking about, they had all ran up in her. So that was even worse. Shy, you did say something like that. I mean, they asked me in the email, you did say you lay a certain type of way. You do it this way. You got ways. You did say that, Shy. You better go back and look at that first video. And somebody responded and just said that, which it made me feel uncomfortable. You know, I'm just saying. That's what Shy said. I don't tell my man what to do, nor how to do it. Yes, you said that you did, Shy. You said you gave him instructions, Shy, because there's certain ways, Shy. You better go look in that first video. Look at Shy trying to get touchy again. She's so cute, funny to me. Savage moonshine, yeah. Moonshine make you tell on yourself real bad. They don't leave that for the imagination. I leave a lot for the imagination. Even when I'm walking through the house with you, I'm gonna leave something for the imagination. Like I just think like relationships ain't relationship no more. You know, if I ever be back into a relationship, you better watch out because this guy I done got better. You know, like I am a lover. You can hear it in my music. You can hear it the way I speak. You know, somebody told me that they could tell that I'm a good lover because of the way I walk and the way I talk. I didn't know that you could tell a person is good in the bed because of the way they walk and talk. That's what a man told me. It was an older man. So I was like, all right, I hear you. All right. Mm-hmm. She said a lot of situations is what I'm noticing. Like what? Child, look, I don't want no nigga prettier than me. I don't need nobody prettier than me, hair longer than mine, tits bigger than mine, softer than me. I don't need none of that. But women that lost, I don't know, they done lost morals and principles and standards. You know what I'm saying? It's almost what you will or won't accept. But men too, the same thing. It's just like, I don't know, we accept whatever. You ain't trying to accept what's best. You just gonna accept whatever. And if you accept whatever, and really like pretty men now, I mean, you want to be nice looking, but I get what Miss Sheila when she's saying that, you know, like you got men that are softer than women. I don't need nobody softer than me. I don't need nobody who's gonna sit up there. And somebody said that they heard me say something about me talking about short people. Hell, I'm short. I'm 4'9". 4'9". I'm all 1 foot under. I would have been a dwarf 4'8". So don't trip. I don't get upset because I'm short. Do it anger me sometimes? It used to. It used to, especially when I stand up on something and I see that I'm taller. But like, I mean, listen. I will deal with a short man, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to deal with a motherfucking 4'9" man. Like that. I'll stay by myself. I'm already a dwarf and a midget myself, and I'm gonna get another 4. What he gonna do? He gonna protect me? What we gonna do? He 4'9", I'm 4'9". Somebody run up on us. He gonna grab one leg and I'm gonna grab the other. He better be a Hercules if I go with a short man. And it like, look, every man I done walked up on pretty much is taller than me. Like last weekend, we went to our son's wedding. Pretty much everybody up in that piece was taller than me, except the children. So I don't walk up on too many men that ain't taller than me. You know what I'm saying? You have to be taller than me. Like I don't want no 4'9", man. I don't care what you say. I'm sorry. I refuse to do that. I'll stay by myself for the rest of my life because I'm telling you, there is something about short men that they have a complex. They get mad because they short. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I saw. So I'm not doing that one. And you can be masculine and you can be short. If you masculine at 4'9", I still don't want you. I'm sorry. So at least I'm telling you now so it ain't come my way. So don't act like I didn't tell you what I just said. Yeah. But you know, do people even really know how to be in real relationships nowadays? They don't. Okay. They pants sag. Ain't that pathetic? You got your pants hanging all down. What's that about? Yeah, I don't have time to babysit people. Children. Shot 47. Okay. And two relationship. That's good, Shy. Oh, what? I had that happen to me too. And I had to go get one of my one of my ex-husbands to go get my kids and send my kids to him. Child. Hey, Tony. What? See, that's when you gotta be particular, you guys, because it's sad. Like when you're in a relationship and you have children, you separate. A lot of people don't think about the children; they think about themselves, and then you make it harder for the next parent. You shouldn't have to do that. Whether we realize that moms are moms and dads, and there are some super dads too. Don't get me wrong, but it's like when we become mother, and then the dad just want to walk off. We become mother and father. And then sometimes maybe like I'm taking care of my kids, I'm coming picking up. Don't act like that's something that you ain't supposed to do. That's your responsibility. Don't act like you're doing us no favor. That's something you should have been doing in the first place. Just like it was my kid, it's your kid too. Come on, muscle it down. Thank y'all for showing hospitality in there. Yeah. And see that, hey, you know what? Ever since Stella got her groove back, it's something about that. When you ain't got nobody, you can't talk to nobody. Ain't nobody trying to talk to you. But as soon as you get a man in your circle, it's like all the distractors come back around. The exes, the wolves, the mutts, the wannabes. Come on now. I'm keeping up with the conversation. No, I said I would move my. Okay, so I said no. I said I would move my body a different position. You keep saying I don't get it. Hey, should I get out of that box? You did give rules and regulations. Okay. Well, Shy, the way you said it on the video, I'm not a man, and it turned me off. It was just, I don't know, because I have a lot of people write me, and I have people conversations, and I be listening to people. And the way you described it, it was just like, it sounded like you, let me put it like this, it sounded like you were giving instructions, on that. You know what I'm saying? Because you already said, you said, so you say, don't get upset because you're a freak and I'm not a freak. What's a freak? Miss Gotta say she a freak in the bedroom. Okay, so a lady in the street. So what's a freak to you guys? Because to me, it's being inquisitive about your partner. I don't think it's being a freak. So a freak is like an ugly person. That's another name for it. But to me, it's just being inquisitive and want to know the next level to your man. But when you were explaining it, Shy, to me, it sounded like you were giving instructions. Because you said it yourself, like it's certain things. I don't know. Let me go to the next question. Look at Shy. She trying to check me in that box. Drop that link you want to. Some women are so hard up a man. Yeah, that's true. And I've seen a lot of women like that. They gonna settle for a man because he say I love you, or he gonna hug you. Just like the girl who's supposed to come on with Stella. She gave this man a chance. As soon as she let this dude move up in her house, he started talking stupid and straight up. You can do what you want to do. You put your hands on me and you think you're gonna go to sleep. You need to go, because I'm telling you, you're not going to wake up the same way you came. I've not been in no abusive relationship. I feel like God knew that I would not, because he wrote my life, that I couldn't be in no abusive relationship because I would have been in prison, because that's not going to happen. Yeah, I know, but sometimes, let me tell you something. It don't matter where I am on the street. Like when Wright Crosby around me, it don't help it, but he be like, what's up, Charlotte? What's up? I definitely don't have people walk up on me and say, hey, ma'am. They be like, what's up, little mama? How you doing, shawty? Maybe some women, hey, girl, say your little self. Somebody always got to put short, little, bitty, something like that. They always got to put it in there. I just don't know why. Because for you, I may look short. To me, I don't look short. Shy, though, maybe you can bring your ass up. Look, I didn't interpret shit, Shy. You sat up there and gave instructions saying that you have certain ways that you move. If you in a relationship and you in a bed and you telling people certain ways that they got to fucking move and you not experiment for yourself, then that is giving orders. That's not a free state of having intimacy. To give direction to what you want, well, put it here, put it down, and lay like this. That's fucking instructions. If you are free to do what you want to in the bedroom with your man, then you ain't gonna talk about what position you gotta be in. The fucking position is gonna come for itself. You ain't got to say I can lay to the left or to the right, because if you with your man and y'all got it like that, then it ain't gonna be them type of statements. So you did make them statements. You can tell when you get touchy, That's cute. That's funny. And I'm just saying, Shot, somebody brought it up to me. And then when I thought about it, I went back. It sounded like you were giving instructions, and that was a turnoff. And some men say that's what they wives do, and that shit turned them off. If you gonna be in a relationship and you want your man, why you gotta lay to the left? He might want to lay to the right. Why you want to go to the side? He might want to freak you this way tonight. I'm just saying. Look how she getting touched. I love you, Shy. That's why I'm worn down with all the conversations. Situationship. I don't get that one, okay? Not complex. This is the thing. When you dealing with people, you gotta know if you're gonna want to accept their personality, who they are. I see how women get men in relationships, and then you stop sleeping with them. I've been like that too. I've been in a relationship. I would stop sleeping with you, whether you was a cheater or you was a liar or you came stupid. I didn't want to sleep with you no more. It's just what it is. Then after that, I'll be figuring a way to exit because you don't waste my time. I refuse at 56 to get in a relationship. I'm not gonna let a man waste my time. Sometimes I felt like even though I was married, I had wasted my time because I ended up being on the same, we was on two different levels. And being real, I should have, I just feel like the type of woman I am, I shouldn't have been in but one relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I've been married 4 times. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But at least I ain't give my body away to a lot of men. And I know who my baby daddies is. She say, hey, you know it? Hey, let me tell you, y'all listen. The men all pause as I walk into the room. The climax. We had went to a place in Georgia, called Chaka City, and I was supposed to do a hair show at this club. And the dude, it wasn't a hair show. It was like a strip bar thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was gonna be that night. So that song, what I was just singing by Climax. And that ever since then, I was like, yeah, but when I do with a man, I ain't got to have no clothes on. But we had the trench coats on with the nice lingerie up under. It was very tasteful. And we didn't have to strip all the way down. I'm going to strip in a strip club. I was always already there. I said I would do it. I just had to change the scheme of it a little bit. But like, I'm that type of person. Like, you would come in and I'll be in a trench coat and need some high heels and probably none up under that bad boy. I might want to turn around and be a nurse and say, can I play doctor with you? Got your bathwater already ran. It's all right to do things that's going to make stuff spontaneous. Don't nobody want nobody who's giving rules and regulations to having sex or making love or being with them. Nobody wants that. Right. You got to babysit like they doing a favor. You ain't doing me no favor. That's your kid too. Shy was not heard wrong. I don't care what you talking about. You ain't Shy. You was giving directions. She said, okay, right there. I was saying I'm not a sucker. Shy say she ain't a sucker. If y'all, she ain't talking about a lollipop. She said she don't like sucking weenie. Here we go. Okay, that's giving instructions. Whether you want to suck his ding-a-ling or not, I ain't gonna suck your ding-a-ling here, but you finna be Stella. You finna get your groove back. You want to get your groove back. You a love maker, not a sex taker. But then how you gonna make love and you won't do half of the shit that your husband might want you to do, but you want him to step in there with you? And I ain't saying you got to suck his lollipop either way. You know what I'm saying? I like sucking lollipops myself. If it's the right lollipop, I'll suck that motherfucker all night long if I want to. But if you don't want to, then that's you. But I'm saying that's right there. You just gave your own stuff away, Shy. That's a fucking instruction. I was saying I'm not a sucker, so you don't suck weenie. So that's an instruction. That's saying that you finna say you finna get your groove back. You finna be a new Stella. How you gonna be a new Stella getting your groove back and you don't want to try nothing new with your man? You still in the same plan that you had 5 years ago when you weren't sucking this shit then. But now you ain't a sucker, but you want him to come back and you finna be Stella and you finna try to get him. How you giving him a 100%? How are you giving your man 100%? When you saying it, and I ain't saying you gotta suck him to give him 100%, but to me, that right there, that statement, I said I'm not a sucker. Okay, but then somebody else will suck your man. You want me to go find somebody, let you sit and do it? Because I'm sure Ray will let somebody suck him if you won't. And I ain't just saying, if you trying to say he your man and you don't want to, somebody said they didn't believe that. They felt like that you probably was sucking on them. Somebody told me that shy woman. I said, no, I think Shy telling the truth. I don't think she suck on her man, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it if you don't want to suck your husband's lollipop or if you don't want to suck your man's lollipop. But if it's my man and I like his lollipop, all he got to do is tell me where ready, and he ain't got to do that. He could be sitting down and I go to chair and do it if I want to do that. I don't think nothing wrong with it if you're personal with that one man, but some people ain't like that. So that's telling me, Shy, that you have a limitation to what you will do with your man, which means that you will give rules to your sex game. Period. But come on, Shy getting touchy. Oh, she get fired up. That's the dude that's me. Because he starts, see, that's what happens. When you're dealing with dudes and you let them go, then they come back and see you. They want to know everything about you then. They want to know how it was. But see, you shouldn't have left in the first place. And 9 times out of 10, most of the time, when you walk away from a man, later on, he going to realize that it was not the right thing to do. We could have conversated. We could have talked about it differently. Yeah, we could have did a lot of things. We just didn't do them. She said, no, man. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't know what no, ma'am means. No, ma'am. What's that mean? What that mean, Miss Essie? You got a GR8 voice. What that mean? Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Don't hit that link, baby, because I sure telling you what I feel. And that to me is one of my biggest problems, that I'm so straightforward that people can't handle the truth. But like, if you bring your ass up here on this platform and you say something, I ain't gonna disagree with you saying because you say it. If you feel some kind of way, that's what you feel. If I feel some kind of way, that's one good thing. We agree to be different. Shy, what she talking about? It's probably do me, baby. Do me, baby, like you never done before. Yeah. Everybody that's taller than me. Yeah, see, I like that. It's just a thing, right? Like, don't get mad because the sister say she don't want no shout, man. I said I'll take you, but you got to be taller than me. I will never date somebody as short as me. I got a complex already. I get upset when people call me short, little, smurf, tiny, little bit. So no, I don't want nobody to sit up here and, be shorter than what I am, as short as I am. So you know how I feel. I told a man for the hey, morals, principles, polite when it comes to women, something about something. And you know what? Baby, you said a mouthful. When I first came out to California, it seemed like the city dudes tried to be slick, sly, and shady. That's what I called their asses, slick, sly, and shady. There is something different about Southern men. No disrespect to y'all city men, but there is something different about city men compared to country men. They're more humble. They're more, they're more Southern, like open car doors, make sure they okay for what you feel, what you think, for what you say. They be worried about, what's going to happen. It's just a little different. I'm just telling you. And I've seen that for myself in men. So, especially the difference, because if you've been around long enough, you'll know the difference. You'll know when you feel some kind of way, or you'll know when you see it in a man. Would I rather have a city man than a country man? I just want a good man. I want a man that's going to do what I want him to do, and I can do what he want me to do. But like, I love for a car door to be open for me. I love for you to be that gentleman. But because you open the car door for me, don't mean I'm gonna sleep with you. Because you're a gentleman, don't mean that I still have to get to know you. But there is quite a bit of difference in a southern man and a city man. Point blank period. I've seen that for sure. She said, never have been to a wedding. What in your life? Come on, Miss BB, you know. See, 5'1", but 4'9", you still taller than me, Miss Valerie. That's all I'm saying. Everybody taller than me. Shy! Don't bring your butt up here. No, Shy. Shy ready to get feisty. You can say what you want to, Shy. Like, don't come up here and then you gotta go back and listen to that live, or you come up and say what you didn't say. Because at the end of the day, it sounded like you was giving instructions. Now you come up here and you crossing at your own risk. You coming at your own risk, Shy, because I'm just saying what you said. Yeah, you better tell her. Say, Shy, you know I love you. You know I love you, Shy. You know I love you. But if you come up here, girl, all right. She said, I told you that I have done it before. You said you sucked ding-a-ling before, but you said you didn't want to do it no more. And I'm saying that you said 2 weeks ago that you were still trying to get your groove back. And then what was last week? It was some you statement you made last week about something you said. It was almost like you was trying to, like, you finna be inquisitive. You're going to experiment. So you ain't finna experiment with Ray. You still going to give him instructions. You still going to get, nah, nigga, I ain't sucking your ding-a-ling. It's been... No, bro, it's been 5 years. I ain't sucking you. No, you can do that somewhere else, but you say he don't do you, so maybe that's why. I don't know. And I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. Jack said, I didn't say that. That was before. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? I don't know, because I be sucking my shit for a long time. I wait till I get right. I suck it too hard till it get to the bubble gum. And then I want to get the bubble gum. I make sure all that candy is off. I suck it to the candy's off that bad boy. This y'all is so stupid. See how the ex sorry. Now they always sorry when they don't let you go. Slick, slide, shady. The sly, the slick, and the wicked. I just say slick, fly, and shady because the men in California act like they had more game than you. They would come and try to like come sideways. And I was like, these niggas, don't get it twisted because I'm from the country. You think you smarter than me? And the women too. They didn't even know what it was about. And people don't like when you be honest. Oh, here comes somebody. BB saw it, say the right thing. Yes, I love my old baby. Them oldies tell you a lot, don't it? It tell you a lot. I spit my food and say food out my mouth. I spit my food out my mouth. I suck dick, fair stranger. I know that's right, Annette. Annette say I suck it. I know that's right. You better say it, Miss Carter. It ain't nothing wrong with sucking, sir. I tell it like it is. Like it's a crime. Like it's a crime to suck. There's no crime to suck. If you want to suck. Okay. Shy, what we try? I'm dropping in a minute, Shy. You ain't got to come up and explain it, Shy. I got what you said. I'm just saying, girlfriend said, I ain't no shame to sucking no ding-a-ling thing. No shame, no fair, no robbery. I know that's right. Let me see if I can find let me play this one. Did I play this one? Yeah. Let me see. Did I play this? It's the way I move.
This ain't just about touch. It's about time. So, let me talk to you. Come here, baby, let me speak my truth. Sit down, let me lay this love on you. Wanna hold you close, feel that rhythm, heart to heart, that real, no gimmicks. Every breath, every curve, every thought you think, from your head to your toes, down to your instinct. Wanna study you, know you like my name, love you like my name. Let me be the queen, I know I am real. real soft touch, but I go hard for my man. You feel that heat when I lock my eyes. No words, just vibes, no disguise. Let me give all of me to all of you. Deep love, no cap, all truth. Morning rise, noon, sun, then night, night too. Wrapped up in arms that I trust like proof. You the calm I was praying to find. Got me still, got me clear in mind. Heart and soul, let's take that ride. Let it flow, baby, don't fight the tide. Your touch, healing, your words divine. Safe in your space like stars align. Let's build, no rush, just move in sync. Every smile, every kiss make me think. You write me like books with no last page. You get my fire, you hold my waves. Let me take you higher tonight. Forever starts when we move just right. I don't see past, just present and now. You got me steady like I never knew how. Every moment sacred, every vow. True, this is love, I don't wanna undo. Let me give all of me to all of you. Deep love, no cap, all truth. Morning rise, noon, sun, midnight, night too. Wrapped up in arms that I trust like proof. You the calm I was praying to find. Got me still, got me clear in mind. Heart and soul, let's take that ride. Let it flow, baby, don't fight the tide. No games, no fronts, no mask to wear. When I'm with you, it's just real care. Write our story in chapters deep. Lay your head, I'll rock you to sleep. You hold me down, I lift you up. We mix that passion with tender love. We build from truth, we stay aligned. Growing strong through space and time. All of me and all of you. That's the bond, solid, true. Right here, right now, we make our vow. With every beat, I'll show you how to love me for eternity.
I don't know about that. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that. So that was saying, like, if you're gonna be with someone and you trying to make it start over, I'm just saying there should be no rules, no caps, no nothing to the game, because you trying to start over. You trying to change it. You trying to do something different. If not, it's still gonna be the same thing. And if it's gonna be the same thing, what the fuck you trying over for? Because who want to go back to the same thing that they just came with? She said, if you don't suck dick, another woman, baby, what my mama said, if you don't suck it, someone else will suck it for you. Go get you some of these right cross. We sorry. I mean, I could have a bigger point, but I know I can. Let me drop this link for Shy. You said y'all need to go back and listen to that first live. If you go back and listen to that first live, we heard what you said, something about laying to the left. Because Miss Valerie made a comment saying, what, you just gonna lay there like a log? You know what I'm saying? And somebody else made a comment. So you made the comment, you might not see how you said it, Shy, but it still sounded like you was giving instructions, just like you just said, I don't suck dick. Okay, so that's giving instructions. She said she can make the Sprite disappear in the mouth, baby. I hit that link. Yeah. About what he licking, we don't know. Yeah. He started talking about sex, he get hungry. See, so it's like, listen. But she said he don't. I think Shy said he don't, so that's the reason why she don't. But like, it teaches its own pleasure, because some men don't know how, some men didn't. So I told people it turned me off because I got bit. You know what I'm saying? So you have to come with a whole different liquor gang with me, but I can let you go that way because I be scared because I got bit. That shit was enough for me to say no button in life. I'm sorry. She said, I hate the sack of pants. He said, I need some chicken and rice. Well, all right. She said, I'm going to let Stella keep her groove back. Oh, so you ain't Shy, not Shy gonna get her groove back. Shy say, I'm going to let Stella keep her groove. So but 2 weeks ago, you said Stella, you was going to get your groove back. And then you said you was a love maker, not a sex taker. But when you suck, do you spit or swallow? It depends on what the release is. Shit, did he release? Hey, Shy!
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? What's going on?
I'm great. I said when I first came up on the panel, I said because at that time that's where we left off at sucking dick, and I said, well, I'm not a sucker. That does not mean, I have not. And I told you when the second time we talked about it, when I made my accountability for myself, I held myself accountable for things, that I have done, in the relationship. So as far as period. Um, but I never, I never would tell him that no, I'm not about to suck your dick. No, it's going to go with the flow. If it leads for me to be down there, then I will be down there. But if not,
That's you said that.
then
Said that
on
last week.
on the
That's
reversion of the Stella getting her groove back, because I'm gonna let Stella be Stella because she's a little older than me. So I'm gonna let Stella be Stella, and for Shy, when Shy gets her groove back in order, then there will be a different change as far as what I. No swallowing, no swallowing. Ugh. Okay. Mm.
this the thing. Now you can say what you
I'm
want
not
to say.
done yet. I'm not done yet. I just swallow and did something to me like.
Okay,
But
so let's go
anyway,
next. Do spit and swallow next.
huh?
I say some people do spit and some people swallow, but you go ahead and finish.
Yeah, but when it's time, when the time comes for
Hmm.
Sky to get her groove back, you know what I mean? I will be spontaneous. I have been spontaneous,
But that's not true, Shy.
yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Because I haven't done it in 5 years, don't mean that that's something.
That's what the fuck it means. You ain't if you ain't did shit in 5 years, you ain't been spontaneous. When you jumped up on the platform 2 weeks ago, you said you was gonna be better and you gonna try new stuff. Then you
Um,
got been last week. Yeah, you said that
I went
wait,
to
wait, wait. You said that you was gonna be stellar and you finna try new stuff. And then you said something else. I would have to go back and listen to it to that same situation that you was finna like come up. You can't be spontaneous if you ain't did shit in 5 years. If you saying that you gonna try to get your groove back and you got the same man, what you getting your groove back for? Because it's gonna be the same shit, just a new day. Maybe that's why y'all ain't really laid together like that no more. You say that he got a problem, but you yourself, look how you got just cause somebody was talking about sucking dick. You get what I'm saying? And Miss Valerie made a statement saying a log on the wall, a log or whatever, that you was still like a log, not trying to be funny when she said it, but she just made that statement. So we know at that time in that statement, you was giving, and if it was not that, you sound like you was an old bitty ass lady giving instruction about how to fuck and how you want somebody to do you. And I get that because a lot of women do that, but you yourself don't want to admit that, and that's fine. But like when you come back and you try spontaneous, and then you talking about you don't want to suck his dick or what you ain't gonna do. You said all what you weren't gonna do. That's giving instructions. You said what you didn't feel like doing. That's giving instructions. That ain't spontaneous. That ain't getting your groove back. That's the same shit that you've been doing for 5 years. You're gonna do the same thing. And y'all probably still ain't gonna be doing shit after that because you're doing the same thing you did 5 years ago. Where's the groove back? Where's the spontaneous back? So what's up? You get what I'm saying? So you got offended because of how I said it, but to me, the way you said it, and I would have been a little turned off because at the end of the day, that's your man. And like homegirl said, so what? Don't never suck his dick again. I bet you somebody else will suck his dick if he want his dick sucked. We gonna get all into it by saying you acting like sucking dick. It's like some kind of disease, and you've been around this man for 16 years, ain't selling five, but you worry about who he's sleeping with, who gonna do something with him, but you ain't doing that with him, and you finna get your groove back, and you finna be spontaneous, and you ain't did shit that you said you was gonna do. You fucking talking up here, and that's what men talking about. We sat up here, we put a pace, and we talk shit about what the fuck we gonna do in bed, how we gonna do it, and you ain't did shit behind closed doors, can't get down in the bed, won't get down in the bed, don't know how to get down in the bed, because what the fuck you just said? You didn't have to tell me. Your actions, the things you said, told me pretty much how the fuck you is in the bedroom. Let's keep that shit 100.
I mean, you can take it,
I didn't mean, I didn't mean, but you.
whatever things value you can consider it to be. I just said that I don't give instructions. Okay, if that's what I said in the original "How Still I Got Her Groove Back," well, I'm telling you now, I'm rebuttaling it that I do not give instructions. Okay, I let it lead. That was with my husband, ex-husband, and with the guy that I am with now, and I've been with.
You love the guy. You ain't in love with the guy, but you love the guy. But you said you ain't in love with Ray, but you love him. So
Right.
even though, so really, you ain't gonna get down in bed.
The love, well, me being in love won't come back. That doesn't. It was things that took place.
You still gonna limit what you do.
No, I mean I can't tell you that I am, and I can't tell you that I'm not. But I can tell you that I'm not going to be like, oh, do this, oh, do that. I know how to, just like women do different things. Okay, let's say the sucking part of it. Then, just like women do that, they consider that spontaneous and swallowing it, and all that. You know what I mean? That gives the man pleasure. You know what I mean? He gets off on that. I mean, women might get off on that too, but that for me, that's what it looks like. That gives him pleasure. I don't mind pleasuring. I don't mind pleasuring my man. Okay.
But you do mind because you ain't did the shit in 5 years, regardless. So say if his shit didn't work, you say he used pills. Let's say the pills didn't work. You could have did other things, but you said you ain't did nothing in 5 years. So you do mind pleasuring your man because you stopped pleasuring your man, and now you want to act like you could take this nigga to the promised land. And he, you know what I'm saying? Because like me and Ray Cross, we're friends. So we ain't never said that about sleeping with each other no more after the 10 years of shit that never crossed up. You want to know what you and your man gonna do. You're gonna be doing the same thing you did 5 years ago, nothing, 16 years ago, whenever you stop sleeping with him. What's gonna change it? How it's gonna change? And I'm just saying, like how you are right now, you was what these old men is talking about. Look how you saying that. You wouldn't even fucking give it a try to see if it could be spontaneous, something different between you and him, no matter what it is, not just that anything, because that's not what you want. See, that's what the men be talking about. You just came up again and don't even realize that you gave the same fucking rules and regulations. So your shit ain't spontaneous. Your shit ain't doing nothing but what it did in the beginning. Spontaneous is trying something new if you really care about him, but you said you didn't in love with him, you loved him, so you wouldn't give a flip about trying that new with him anyway. Rubbing, sucking, touching, whatever. That would be on you to do that. You get what I'm saying? That's up to you, your choice in a man. But I'm saying if you spontaneous and you saying you trying to do something different, and on the comment today in the box when I said, do you know how to make love or are you a sex taker? You put you a love maker. How the fuck you a love maker? What you saying? Because you got well, you made a comment saying that in the box. You a love maker, but you don't love dude. But you ain't in love with dude, but you a love maker. And you could be, but then see, because you still act like y'all in a relationship. So that's what's a little different. And you ain't dealt with him 5 years. I don't care if you play with him, suck him, rub him, let him play with you, fingers, whatever y'all genre is, whatever y'all genre is. But you just don't even realize it without even paying attention. You are still giving instructions. I do too, girl. I love it. I know that's right. You are still giving instructions a little bit and you don't get it yet. And you don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do with your man in your bedroom. That is not what I'm saying. But it appeared to be like you are doing right now. But I don't suck. I'm not going to do that. That's a fucking instruction. You don't like it? Okay.
Because it's not. Who says that is one the line like, oh, well, are you going? Basically, what they say these days, are you gonna give me head? Are you gonna give me head? That's what these niggas. Sorry.
Hey, listen, this man knew you for 16 years. He ain't just no brother. Look, girl,
I'm
my
not
man.
talking about him. I'm talking about the people that when I was saying situationship, that is neither a relationship. They're just going with the flow or whatever it is. They're not together. They're not married, and they're not
Well, but
boyfriend and girlfriend.
but I ain't just fucking like that. Then, like if I like that brings back up emotion and feelings because somewhere along the line you felt like you and your man should be back doing what y'all doing somewhat, and you said you was gonna get your groove back. Now you're gonna recant everything you said. So you
Yeah,
just talk
yeah.
to just
I can't do Stella right now. I can't do Stella right now at this
so
time.
you
But
never
I
self.
do know how to make love. I don't want to be a hit it and quit it woman. Um, that's why I've only been in two relationships.
I do
One
too,
was
Pat.
one,
Love that.
one was a marriage, and I'm not. I've been with him for 16 years, correct? And I'm not trying to learn or get to know somebody new just to figure out, you're all the same, but you just got different ways about yourself,
Okay,
about
so
how
let
you
me.
got doing.
What's what's the disease that you just don't want to suck him? I just like you act like that shit's a crime. So
I've
wait, wait,
done
wait, wait, wait.
it.
Let me see.
I've
Wait, I
done it
don't want to do
several
nothing.
times. Okay, and it's just not. I mean, what am I getting out of this?
See, that's what I'm talking about. You really don't see it, but it may not. You may have to teach him and make him feel different to want to do you. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be a lot of reasons why he don't want to go down on you. It could be a lot of reasons. Would you ask him? Did you ever ask him why he don't want to lick you? Right. You don't even
No,
fucking know.
when we first started, don't. I mean, first, 'cause I already knew deep down in myself that I wasn't, so I prefer not.
There it is, y'all. She didn't want him to do her, but he
Yeah, 'cause I
wanted to be.
prefer not.
She said no. So, cause he got to suffer because she didn't want the shit done to
So if that
her.
was an instruction or a law, hey, that's just what it was. Because no, I'm cool on that department.
Okay.
hmm He said he's not one of them anyway. But have we done it? Have we tried experiment? Yeah, we have. But
It still don't matter. You still gave instructions. You said you
he
told him
don't
no.
need to- if that's the case.
I don't think she listened to what she's saying. I muted you, Shy. You said that you gave instructions. You said that he was going to do you, and you said no. So when you said no, that meant that you didn't want to do him either. That was an instruction. That was no freak off. That was no freak on. That was you fucking giving instructions. That's what them old men talking about. That right there. So because you said don't do you, you automatically didn't want to do him. And if that was something that satisfied him to make him still want to be there with you, I'm just saying, you said you didn't. That'd be just like me. I said I don't want nobody to do me unless I would really see something differently because I got bit. But yet I got bit. I wouldn't turn him down if that was my mate and that's what he asked me to do. But the shit, he wouldn't even have to ask me because I just do shit spontaneously. I'm not like the average woman. Everybody's different. Okay, that's all I wanted to say because I don't think you be realizing what you say when you say it.
I know what I'm saying.
But you just told us that you said that he was sucking, wanted to do you, and you said no, and you didn't
I
want him to suck you, right? So
But
then,
he did not. He does not do it either. So therefore, we were both cool. Then we
just
tried it. Okay.
just said that you need to go back to this what the fuck you saying while you all talking all loud now. Come on. You just said that he tried to and you said no, that you didn't want him to. That's what you said. Now you saying he'll do it, he just didn't try. Make up your mind. You gotta make it what the fuck you saying up here now. You just said that you told him no, don't. Now you saying he may. No, you told him don't. And then when you told him don't and he didn't do you, you didn't want to do him. That's the truth.
Okay.
I'm just listening to what you said. I pay attention now.
Mhm.
Say, yeah, she, hey, you do. It sounds like you campaigning for something, do, don't she? That's me too. I've been with enough men on one hand. I've been with two. That's good. But I'm just saying, if you trying to keep your man, but maybe you ain't trying to keep him, Like, because you don't want something done, don't mean he don't want it done. That's all I'm saying. You got a good man. You say he spoil you. You say he cater to you. That's what you said. You say this man
Yeah.
just okay. You don't want to do shit. That's just some bullshit. I mean, you would make.
We make each other feel good with it.
That's good. Then that's on you. She said, "Shot, what you get out of it is pleasing your man." She don't want to please her man.
We do want to please him.
No, you don't.
So you're telling me the only way to please him is I gotta suck a dick?
You ain't did shit about you. Suck the dick and nothing.
Is the only way in pleasing a man, whether you're with him or you're not, because I'm speaking. I want to know from both ends. If you got a man or you don't got a man, if you wanted to please that man, is the only way that you got to please him is sucking the dick. That's all I want to know.
Why you so hostile? But I'm just saying you really get
That's
hostile.
the question.
You see how hostile Shot getting about talking about sucking dick? Something's wrong somewhere. Because it's like we ain't saying you gotta do it, but you get hostile as hell about that. And that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that whatever you trying to do, whatever you say you're gonna do, and you a love maker, this and that, there is still limitations to your fucking love making. When you really making love and you feeling somebody, there ain't no fucking limitation. There's, you know,
There's no hope. No, it just goes. One thing leads to another thing leads to another, and you're where you're at.
come on now. That's what I'm saying. Lap
I
dancing.
was asking a question like, um, I put a little,
What's the question?
yeah, I got that too. I do, yeah, yeah. We do that, yeah. Um, what I want to know, that's why I asked the question.
Okay, what's the
You
question,
can
Shaq?
have a man, or you don't have to have a man, or you could just have somebody that you're talking to, kicking it with, whatever the case may be, that's going on with you. And do you have to be a sucker on their eggplant in order to please them? That's I just wanted to answer to that question.
No, because I don't suck everybody eggplants, and I don't do that with anybody. I done had a lot of dead friends, and I had to do shit with them. That's different. You are living with someone, and you said that y'all are together, supposed to be, but you ain't did that with them in 5 years. So you can't sit up here and present a stranger to me, and we're talking about a living fact of a person that's with you. And no,
Yes.
that is not the only way that I'm saying that can happen. But what I'm saying is when you are really trying to get with someone and make something different and a different foundation and a different, like we're gonna try something different in the 5 years. You know what I'm tired of sitting out, baby. We're gonna try something different. That you still got a limitation to it, then you ain't trying shit different. You just bringing different rules to the game on the same situation, just a different day, 5 years later. Cause ain't shit changed, period. And whatever made you stop in the 5 years, like that shit still to me, say what you want, it will fucking be a turn off. It ain't just about the dick sucking or anything like that. It's just a principle of that you want a man to be 100% you, and you telling me that this man do everything for you unless you fucking lying, and that you would, if he asked you to, you wouldn't suck his dick. So yeah, I got a problem with that. If you saying he spoil you, he do this and that, and I'm just saying, not trying to be nasty to nobody. How the fuck you telling me that somebody spoil you, principle you like that, and if he asked you to do that, you won't do that? That's the shit that turns them old men off, and that's the shit that makes them go to someone else. Because how the fuck you telling me this man treats you like gold and you won't do that for him, and he treats you like that? That's some bullshit, and that's what
I
I
didn't
feel.
know I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
He's good to me. I'm good to him. And if he ever came and he needed it, I would do it. That's why I told you I've done it before. I've done it before with him and my husband, my
But he needs
ex-husband.
it right now. But he needs it right now. All the shit you said he did for you, he been needed it. You just didn't get it to him. And he probably was scared to ask her, look how mean you get. I would ask your ass, that's how she get. How that man could go like, come on, baby, come suck on me. Look how she get out. Yeah. Look what Miss Valerie said. Read that.
I don't want to always be the initiator. That's what I said. Sometimes,
Maybe
you know, it was so
be,
good to, you know, you come on to me versus me coming on to you all the time.
maybe if you come on to him a
If
little bit more,
if I
that
what?
like you, it seemed like you would like see how you griping right now. Like you saying, I don't want to be the. Why is there a rule to it? Like I had to be the initiator. I won't be that shit now. And that's why I'm coming in telling you how I'm gonna be. But you didn't come in telling him stuff like that. Now he got to be the initiator. Why you? If you want him, if you want to try something different, if you try to spark something different, then you will be the initiator. You will be the one coming forward. Like I'm the type person. Like one time I cooked my husband dinner, like the steak, everything. Like we was at a restaurant. I put the table in there. I hooked it up. I had his bathroom ran. I had the candlelight dinner in the bedroom like we was in a restaurant. But after he got the bathroom, it turned me off, and I didn't do that shit no more. But I was initiator. At least try it. You get what I'm saying? But you know why he couldn't accept it? Because he ain't never had nobody do him like that before. Then when I stopped doing that kind of shit, he wanted to know why I didn't stop. Why I stopped doing it. But when I get like that, it be time for me to walk away. I'm not gonna let him sit up here and suffer. You got one place, he had another. You ain't initiating shit. He ain't initiating shit. But you still telling me how nice you gonna be with him. But you ain't trying to be romantic with him in no kind of way. And then he got to come ask you, a motherfucker taking care of you like that, he shouldn't have to ask you shit. You should already been on your knees licking if that's what you're gonna do, or rubbing, kisses, whatever you want to do. I'm just saying. That's personally my thing.
Yeah, well, my thing is the answer to that information. Then you know if he's getting led because he's not getting it here, then it wasn't meant. 16 years later or what have you, it just wasn't meant, and I'm cool with
Right.
that.
Yeah, because he ain't getting out, so it probably ain't meant. And all I'm saying is you still gotta respect when you put him in this position. He might have put himself in it too, but y'all both had some time where to sit down, talk about it, get an understanding, and it didn't happen. So all I'm saying now is if you want something different and new, then you'll come all the way back, different new. You still set in your old ass ways.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Possibly,
You still stuck in your ways.
possibly.
What?
I say, yeah, possibly, but like I said, and I've said this to him, if he feels like he's not getting his needs fulfilled, then I mean, but it's not go and do it and then come back here. That's not what we're doing.
Okay, but if he did it and he did whatever, you know what I'm saying, like you don't let pretty much let did not do anything with him. You pretty much to let him know that you don't want him no more. I don't care what you talking about. You ain't slept with him in 5 years. You don't let him know that ain't the way to go no more. So why wouldn't he creep on you? Who are you not to creep on? You know what I'm saying? But he treats you nice and you just whatever. Do you go rub his head? Do you hold his hand? Do you kiss him? Do you make, you know what I'm saying? What do you do to make him feel good because he treats you nice? That's all I'm saying.
I know how to be romantic.
You know how to be romantic?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you.
No, I do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know, right? So you up here, you getting all the hostility.
Listen, I am one individual, and I do not just talk just to be talking or saying anything.
You do. Yes, you do. You say shit sometimes just to say it because last week you was Stella, the week before that you was something else, and all this shit you just talk, you just recanted it. So you do say shit just to say it now. So now you're trying to get like a little touchy, but you better go back and listen what you gonna say because you say one thing and shy you do that. You said something, all that shit you talk, that was shit you what you was trying to oppress the crowd because everything you said 2 weeks ago, you recanted it. In the court of law, that's a fucking lie. Because you recanted what the fuck you said. That's what recanted meant, to take it back.
Well, I just said that, you know, Stella, I'm not ready to be Stella right now.
Okay, well then good. So like just
So
remember
if
when you
that's a lie, then I just have to take that lie on the chin. Me stating whatever I said in these last three, or this is the third one. These lies, I hit the panel and I got up there and I spoke. Whatever I said it. And like I told you, I took accountability. Every person is different. I'm not you, you're not me, nor, you know, we all know that. So therefore, every person is different in how they move. in their relationship. It don't matter if they ain't if 5 days went by or 10 days went by or whatever, the 5 years for that matter. It does not mean that that is the only way this relationship is built because you do nice things for me and I do nice things for you. If you we're ready to, rumble, then we can do that.
He wouldn't even know when to rumble because you don't know when you want to rumble yourself. So you can say like now you got me questioning some shit you say.
I
Now you
do.
questioning. Now you
I
got me questioning.
do get sensations.
Okay, so I muted you because you gonna keep talking on me. I told you we ain't doing that shit. Now you got me questioning shit you said because like you ain't gonna be jumping up here and you say something. There was a reason why you changed your mind. What made you change your mind? That now you talking about you ain't gonna Stella. You ain't no old lady with no young nigga. You had already got a nigga, so you couldn't be Stella in the first place. I didn't check you on that before. I let you just roll with it. But to get your ass up talking about you recant something, don't jump up here if you don't know what the fuck you gonna say and then you gonna recant it. Because that means like you just trying to pull your own coattail to make your own self look good for whatever reason you said all that as a woman and you didn't mean shit you said. This is about grown folks. This is about being real. Stella was an older woman who went and got a young nigga and got her groove back. You already got an older nigga then. You 47 years old. So really you can't be Stella. You should already been where Stella gonna be and then some. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that, but then you getting hostile about certain things. You can't get hostile about certain things if we having a conversation. The truth is the truth. But you up here to me now, two videos in, I don't recant everything I say. You up here trying to make yourself look some kind of fucking way. We don't nobody give a fuck what nobody look like behind closed doors. We don't care who's sleeping, who sucking, who dick or whatever. We were just having a conversation because it's a grown thing to have. But when you start arguing about stuff like that, you do the same thing when you in a relationship. To me, you'll do the same thing with your man. So all I'm saying now is you jump up on the panel to say something, then you get up and say, well, I recanted everything I say. So you just made us some shit on the panel just to say to make yourself look good. That ain't no good look as a woman. So now it'll make me think about everything that you said has been something else. You get what I'm saying? So you can say what you want to say. Everybody's different. But before you even try to check somebody on a motherfucking relationship, you should be working on yourself and what you need to do because you ain't ready to be in a relationship yourself trying to get somebody else in a relationship. And yeah, I'm done with it. I'm just saying, I mean, it don't even make no sense.
I'm not trying to
yeah, perjury.
I'm not trying to get no one on the relationship part of it. I have admitted there's things in my part. I took the whole thing back because I don't fit the description of Stella. That's why I took the whole thing back. I wasn't considering the fact that we were going based off really the movie. I I was speaking everything that I said. Every time I hit the panel, I was speaking and saying what I was saying. Did it fit the description of everything that you or the chat said? No, it didn't. So that's why I took. Well, okay, we
At
did. We did.
this point, like straight up, like I'm finna get off because this shit done just got on my nerve. Because at the end of the day, you ain't fucking your man. You don't want to suck his dick, and you get mad because somebody talk about it. It ain't supposed to be carried away about you. But please, on the love that I have for you, don't jump your ass up here trying to make your ass like something that you're not, and you know you ain't about that life, sucking dick, not being Stella, whoever. Then you gonna come and say I recant everything because you realize that now. Then you could have told me that on the phone and we would be having this conversation because we was on some whole other stuff, and then it became something else about you sucking dick again. Evidently, somebody made you suck dick or something happened that you don't like sucking dick, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I don't want to keep getting up here talking about, a conversation. I brought it up because like you are right now, you would give a motherfucker a bad dream in a bedroom because you do seem like you the type person with giving instructions. You can say what you want to, but I ain't the only person that said that, shot. There was other people that said that too. So maybe you need to go back and reflect on some of the shit you said and listen to how you said like tonight. You all aggravated because we having fun up here. You jumped up here and just fucked everybody high up, really, because of the simple fact that you upset because somebody said something, you want to correct it. but then you sit up here, don't even know that you telling on yourself and perjuring yourself. You are perjuring yourself. You recanted some shit you said. And to me, if you on the stage and you said something, you was trying to make yourself look like something you were not. And then tonight you're going to get up and recant yourself. We ain't doing that kind of shit. Now, come on. And it did. This whole live went left. I don't want to be jumping on here doing that shit no more. Because at the end of the day, you got to be true to yourself. And you don't have, she don't have to prove nothing to nobody. That's what I don't get. I got motherfuckers saying stuff about me all day long, and I'm coming on this line telling you what's being said. I'm not taking it to the left. Whatever you want to do with your man did, you ain't did it in 5 years, do it or don't do it. It doesn't matter. As a woman, whatever you choose to do, that choice and decision will be up on you, no matter what it is, no matter who you do it with. You know what I'm saying? You seem like you got issues of your own that you need to settle in your own relationship while we try to tell you about your man. You need some shit for yourself to be handled. Now that's the truth.
I agree. I'm not going to disagree on that, but you know. At
the end of the day, when people are saying that you ain't got a motherfucking tough skin, that's what I do know. You've been on this internet doing this shit, and then somebody say something, you want to get up here and contradict or say what you don't say, and then you get offended. You can't be up on this motherfucker if you ain't got tough skin. You sat up here, and I can guarantee you, if I sent the video that you said about your man private part, how you think that's gonna make your man feel? You got to think about things you say too when you do it, because you still young. You 47. We got older chicks down here, older than you, that's just trying to school you a little bit, whether you do it or not. You really don't want homeboy. You want him because of how he treats you and how you treat him. What the fuck ever? Because at this point, I don't want to talk about you already no more, because some of the shit you done said didn't make sense, and then you contradicted yourself and you want to recant it. You got to realize I'm an activist at the end of the day. You can't come up here saying some shit then recant it, because then everything you say, I'm gonna look at it like it's a motherfucking lie or something. Like straight up. Like you don't get no pass now because you talk to me every day on the phone. So now we doing this because you mad because somebody was talking about sucking dick, and it gets back to this because you don't want to be a freak. Then don't be a freak. You ain't slept with your man in 5 years, then don't sleep with your man. But don't make that the commitment of us, because we are grown women and we like to get freaked out, or we want to get freaked. Don't get mad at a bitch like us or me, because I'm different from you and I'm older than you, probably more spontaneous than you in the bedroom and every fucking thing else. If you really want to know truth, that's your choice how you be in the bedroom. These older women up here, we be stuff in that motherfucker. That's what we do. When you get 47, you 47. When you get our age, you'll probably talking the same shit too. But if you stay in the mindset you're in right now, you're going to be an old bitty standing in the bedroom somewhere, walking, talking to yourself and doing what you're doing right now. Getting upset over some bullshit don't even make sense.
No, I didn't consider getting upset when I was typing in the chat, nor being up here. I mean.
Okay. So now we know you don't like sucking dick. You ain't going to suck great dick. We shouldn't be going back through this no more, because I don't care either way. You know what I'm saying? Because you seem like you get hostile if you can't have a conversation about anything without, because I ain't them niggas over there that you been jumping on their platform. You ain't got to explain yourself to me. We supposed to be all family over here. If anything, you should be disappointed why you don't want to suck your man dick and how he could come and lick and rub on you. But how your attitude is, ain't nobody want to lick, suck, rub, or any motherfucking thing else. I'll be nice to you too and go about my business and do what I got to do. Now that's some real shit being said. And I really can't. I hate when y'all get up here and you don't really think that, like, I'm going to be nice. How the fuck I'm going to be nice and you coming like that and you just think I'm going to bite my tongue and I say that and this shit don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't a love maker. How you going to say you're a love maker? You don't even love the fucking man. You love him, but you ain't in love with him. How you going to make love to somebody you ain't in love with? Think about what you say before you say it. Because then you're going to be making yourself look stupid on this motherfucking mic because you just saying shit trying to get attention, saying something you ain't think about what you're saying. From this day forward, please think about what you're saying. So that's it, you guys. Anybody got anything else to say before we get up off here? What's up, Shy?
Oh no, I'm about to jump down.
Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to get ready to get off here. Listen, at the end of the day, what I do know about people and a lot of people on these internets, people don't like realness. People don't like honesty. And when you give them honesty, they don't know how to take it. And I'm not saying that about Shy, but some things Shy need to go back and listen to herself on. And really, you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. Your sexual life, like Miss Sheila said, is nobody's business. But you need to understand why your relationship don't work. If I choose not to be in a relationship, I know why my relationship doesn't work. If I choose that I don't want to have sex with somebody or be intimate with somebody, I know why I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just not be acknowledged and stuff. Sometimes people don't want to take accountability for things that they do. We have to change our whole structure if we want to do something different. At the end of the day, Stella got a groove back with Miss Valerie, 70 years old. That tells you that you can still be any age and get any man that you want to get if you want to do it. And that's where I am right now. Miss Valerie waited 8 years, and that's who Stella was, and this other young lady was supposed to come up there. This ventured into a whole nother situation because people aren't used to talking about sex and stuff like that. Just like Miss Annette, she said she likes sucking dick. She love it. And so did Paralegal. I mean, if it's your man and you like it, what's wrong with it? And it's your man. Whatever you want to do behind closed doors, suck, rub, lip, kiss, whatever, that's your thing behind closed doors. But you got to understand, if you're doing that, you got to remember that if you don't want him, no matter what, maybe somebody else will, and maybe somebody won't. But you got to have an open mind if you're talking about being in a relationship. Because if you ain't going to have an open mind and be in a relationship, how is that going to help you advance into something else? Come on now. And this to me was still a good topic overall. Maybe we'll learn something out of it, but keep it real. Don't say shit that you don't want to be held accountable for. Because when I hear you on the mic, I just sat on this motherfucker for 10 years and listen to people go sideways, lie, and talk shit just to get glamour and get popular on this motherfucker, and you be lying. That is not what S.C. Berry do. We are grown women having a grown folks conversation, and that's no more, no less, and that's what it should be. When it comes to everything else, nothing else should really matter but us having a good time and saying how we really feel. But I know something I've noticed about a lot of people on this. It's a lot of damaged fucking people on this internet. It's a lot of people who don't even understand the realness of people who like to tell the truth or say what they mean without wanting to get upset, or you gotta like explain yourself. I've seen Shy get up here so many times and explain herself to people, and I don't even know why. If we're going to have a conversation, but you don't owe nobody no explanation about nothing. At the end of the day, whatever someone chooses to do, they choose to do it behind and close in their bedroom. Like one lady just said, she go in the bathroom in the grocery store and she'll go kick with her husband in the bathroom right quick and lock the door. That's kind of like, that's like spontaneous. That's what spontaneous is, doing things like that. If you're going to have a mate, then meet your mate halfway. If you just want to do with your mate what you want to do and you ain't going to help your mate, no, what the fuck you got a mate for? You can stay by yourself and do that. That's where I feel like we are at right now. And again, some people don't know about making love. Some people don't know about having sex. Some people don't know about being spontaneous. Some people don't know about getting their groove back. Some people don't know a lot of things, but you can initiate and say what you want to, but facts don't lie, and how you are don't lie. Your characteristics will tell who you are, period. Oh, boy. And I want to, let me see. Another thing is that he may even get an erection with someone else. Right. There's a lot of men, if y'all don't know, they might say they can't get an erection with you. I knew a dude who couldn't come. He didn't want to be around his wife for bitchy shit. Right. So, but he got an erection with someone else. So and see, at least with me, I'll take accountability if I do something. Women sometimes don't like take accountability. You be doing messed up stuff too. It ain't just always a man. And then women sit up there and belittle men like they nothing because they shit don't work or something like that. All that's wrong. You really got to know, look at yourself before you start pointing fingers to everybody else. And that's what I really do. I just don't try to point fingers. But when you come and you keep talking that, or you saying something that ain't making sense, it got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then too, like, it's like people on this internet, they live in a fucking fantasy world. You just want to say something. Then today it ain't true. Yesterday was true. We're gonna be like this today, but we ain't gonna be like, and I've seen a lot of motherfuckers on the internet like that. I'm really done with that part of YouTube. Either come real correct and let's keep everything honest above the board. If you don't like doing something, you don't like doing it, let's hit it and quit it and go about our business. All the extra stuff makes no sense. I know when you right, Essie. I try to be, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be right all the time. I'm just saying I'm 55. So I'm learning from Miss Valley, Miss BB, you, Miss Sheila. I'm learning from the old Miss Linda. You know what I'm saying? I learned from sisters. But at the end of the day, like I was raised by older sisters. So ain't nobody on this motherfucking internet gonna get on here and talk shit or say something, and I'm not gonna respond back. And you gotta make it make sense. And where I get annoyed is when you talking shit and you've been redundant and you ain't making sense, then that shit goes all the way left for me. This ain't what you want over here because I can put you through history. You already know how it is. And when I do things, I try to do it the best of my ability. Well, I don't do it at all, baby. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Did you mute your mic? Okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Now what's going on with you?
Girl, you've been having me just laughing over. I just been laughing about the truth. And it's really just as simple. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. And just relax and be you. You know, you ain't got to fit, as they say, that go along, get along gang and get you in trouble.
Right. And it's something about like, because I like some, I don't expect for y'all like it. Really, I don't even have to come on this bad boy. I like coming on here talking shit and having fun. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel
Right,
like y'all family. I just feel like I just schooled a baby sister. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
in my mind, some way she may not get it right now, but that's what we do as family. Whether you get it or
Right.
not, we're gonna express what we feel, you know, and do what we say. Because there's so many different elements of me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't know behind closed doors like this. We don't know each other. You get what I'm saying? All we know is what
Right.
we express. Sometimes people feel like it's a crime to talk about your sexuality or what you do. That's not a crime. It's just depending on what you want to tell and what you tell the truth about. It got to make sense though.
Right. And here's the deal. If you're gonna say something, be sincere. You know, be sincere. You don't have nothing to prove, and it's no right way. A relationship is your relationship. How you all get down when y'all get down is y'all business. Whatever way you want to do it. You know, that's how I feel about adulting. That's what it's called, adulting. So a relationship, it can go any kind of way y'all want it to go, you know, and you don't have to be inhibited. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's how I see that, you know,
And you say
really.
inhibited. Like some people are that way, so they don't know how to come out of that. This should be a discussion for those type of things to understand that it's a different way of doing things, or you just may don't want to do it at all. Like one thing I can respect about me and Ray Cross, like at the end of it, we became friends. No more, no less. I don't expect nothing out of him. If he leave and he goes somewhere, that's on him. I don't expect to get nothing from him. I ain't sleeping with him. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? But when you
Mhm.
in something trying and a man's really good to me like that, you have to take those kind of things into consideration. I do. I don't know about any other woman, but I do. If you good to me, I'm gonna be good to you. I've been knowing him for 18 years. He's the longest person I've ever been around. I never thought I'd be cool enough to kick with one of my husbands. You get what I'm saying? And be a best friend to him too. You get me? That's a blessing to me. I ain't looking for nothing else. I ain't saying nothing else. And I'm not elaborating out here like it's something else no more than what it would be because I'd be lying if I say anything differently. So
Well,
you
that's a
know.
good thing. That's a good thing that you all are friends. I've never me speaking for myself, I've never had a continual relationship once I'm done with that person. I,
Right.
I'm done, you know, and I guess it didn't work out. So why I'm gonna, keep playing games with myself? I need to move on. So that's what I did. But some people, if you can have a relationship without being involved with each other anymore, that's a wonderful and mature way of behaving. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to let go. But I feel like if I done married you and went all the way, da 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 da, hey, and if it don't work, I'm not gonna waste my time because time I cannot get back, and that's more important than anything to me, as far as a
You're right.
relation.
Well, you got to realize Fred said I was an assignment. He felt like God sent him, and I believe that now because I think half the stuff that I went through, dudes knew not to walk up on me. Any Steve people, any of that, with big, they knew not to walk up on me with Right Cross. Nobody's gonna walk up on me with him. I wouldn't have to worry about him taking no buyout on no money, no payout, none of that, because I knew I would be safe. You know.
That was a wonderful thing. And thanks, Fred. We appreciate you, brother. And
Most
that's
definitely.
real talk.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
real talk. Hey, but you know what? It sounds like Miss Shy really indulge with um, mutual exchange. And I can I can understand that, Shy. Look, hey, I see that too. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk right there. But I feel like when you're in love with somebody, you're not inhibited. Whatever it takes to please them, you
But she
do
said
it.
last week she wasn't in love with him, so that's
Yeah,
not
she said she loved him.
right. But there's a difference between being in love and loving someone.
Yeah.
Know
Now
that,
you know
and
I know.
right, and there's a
Right.
difference between love, as I said, and having sex. It's told everything. And what I
Yeah.
do know about women now, it's like when you be in a relationship, you get so complacent to what you in, you're not willing to make a change. You're not willing to do nothing different. I understand what Shy said. Even sweat exchange, no robbery. She said, "You do it to me," but she said that she stopped him and she didn't want him to. So then, since he didn't want to, that didn't mean he didn't want it. So since she said no, she was saying, "I ain't gonna do you either." Do that? Does that
Yeah.
make that fair? I don't think that makes that fair.
She
But if that's what she thinks, that's what it is.
she said she don't want to be obligated. You know what I mean? Hey, look, if you do her, you know, I don't want to be obligated to do you. I mean, that's
Right.
what I took from that.
Yeah, but
That's
you
what,
want your to you want the nigga to be nice to you and all sweet to you and run it up to you, but then you don't
yeah,
want to ask say, "Can you drop to your knees?" But when you just don't want to do that, okay, yeah, all right, you know. But hey, fair exchange to anybody, whatever anybody want to do. I like these women were real. Like, you got a man, why
yeah.
wouldn't you want to like take me to that next level? You get what I'm saying?
Right,
I said I
right,
don't
right,
care
right.
for a that bit, but somebody could change all that shit to the right liquor on the right day. You know what I'm saying? We could
Right,
have a
right, right.
she already
Well,
knows.
here's the deal. Your mate's supposed to bring whatever out. You know what I'm saying?
Both ends, on both ends, on both ends,
You know what
on
I'm
both.
saying? They supposed to bring it out, you know, and you get what you bring out, you know, in
Right.
real life. In
But
real
it's gonna
life.
be both ends though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Miss
Yeah,
Beverly,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But
Gosh,
see, it
me.
don't matter though. Like 70 years old, I get 70 years old, I got me a nigga 10 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? But now listen, that's Miss Valerie, right? Now I'm
Right.
saying right now, at that age, I probably would. I don't know. Right now, would I take a nigga 10 years? Oh, no, not me. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't matured enough. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some mature
Right.
older men too. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
me and Miss Valerie dealing with, I guess she said you get what you give. That's true. But then too, Miss Valley, you said like that man, yo, Stella, he's like 10, 11 years younger than her, right? So look at the difference, 70 years. You get what I'm saying? So she pulled an older man, but this man got it going on, got his own business, got all that kind of stuff. So you ain't never too old to pull nobody. I'm just saying I want to be like that when I grow up. You get what I'm saying? But
Oh
don't stay in a
yeah.
relationship and waste your time. A lot of people just wait in relationships for comfortability, for just being complacent. And that's what we mess up as. You don't be in a relationship because you're complacent, it's comfortable, because someone nice to you. I like being around Right Cross. I like being his friend. I like being cool with him. I like being in the circle with him. I really feel like he's my family, the family that, like will protect me. Can't nobody offer Right Cross. Nobody can cost no type of money to cross me. You can tell him I'll give you $1 million. He's not gonna fucking take that. But what he would do is say, "Yo, ass, this nigga say he'll give me $1 million, cross you. What we doing? Take that $1 million, then we get that here at the end of the game." That's what he'll do. But you can never. I know that 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of loyalty. I'd rather have that as far as family than have anything else. You get what I'm saying? Loyalty is something that you can't buy. And even with Shy, she said she's been in 2 relationships. So at least she knows she can stick with a man that long. But something's in between there that something goes wrong that it got to be, if you're going to be in a relationship, be in a relationship. If you're going to be friends, be friends. Because if Fred want to go do something right now, he can go do whatever he want to do. I'm not going to stop him. That's not my business. I don't care about none of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we done got to the place that we'll settle for anything. We don't like to experiment. You get too old, you get your ways. You don't want to do shit. You know what I'm saying? It is that you get set ways and stuff, and then you don't really understand. In all actuality, it became different because you done became different. You know, and sometimes when you don't be intimate and stuff, that shit makes you become different too. You get what I'm saying? All that makes you become different. See? All that makes you become different. And one thing about it, you trying to, like me, I done waited 10 years. So whatever I do right now, if I want to go be a hoe tomorrow, I can go be a hoe or a slut tomorrow if that's what I want to be. But why would I wait 10 years and I ain't never been that and go be that way now? I'm not going to do that. It's going to be at the right time, the right place, and whoever come back to my safety zone with me. Like the dude with Miss Valerie was saying, she knew that dude years ago, and he just came back in the circle, right time, right place, and now they cool. You know what I'm saying? And she waited a whole 8 years. That's a long time to wait 8 years and do some bump and grind 8 years later. So it wasn't nothing that was going to waste time. They still circulating and doing their thing now. See, she loves experimenting. Most women do. Most women are experimental. Like, I don't know. They say once you get over 40, you're supposed to be experimental. I've been experimental all my life. You know, I'll try anything once unless it makes me feel uncomfortable. Makes me feel uncomfortable, I'm not going to do it again. But you got to realize every man is different. And who do want to go back and learn a new man? You know what I'm saying? Quite naturally, if I was going to deal with somebody and the right person came back and say, hey, I want to be with you, I don't know, though, because everybody else I walked away from, I didn't even think I'll see him again. So I'm not sure. I can't say yes. I can't say no. But we need to quit being complacent. And what Ms. Valerie said, you give what you get. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you give, you're going to get that back. We let people play too many games of women. We done accepted too much. You know what I'm saying? But you got to find your own sexy back. If some women don't even think they sexy. If some women can't even get sexy. Some women don't know how to communicate. If some women don't know how to make love. You can talk that shit all you want to, but do you really know how to make love? I don't know, because that's some shit you ain't supposed to ask for. It's supposed to be an automatic solution when you're in a marriage. I'll walk up on my husband in a heartbeat, wherever he may be at. If I'm ready to get it and I know he off, I'm that type of broad. I'm not going to wait for him to come and say, baby, you want to do something? No, I mean, I'm coming to take the pants off right where you at and do it right there. That's spontaneous.
That's spontaneous, and that's some good shit. Yeah, I receive. Yeah. I receive.
So Miss Dallas said, for 18 years. So knowing him for 18 years, you're quite naturally is going to be comfortable with him. You get what I'm saying? That's like anybody I've known in my past. I'm going to be comfortable with somebody in my past that I deal with before I do a new person. And quite naturally, I'm watching men 100% right now because, again, men ain't what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? They on some other stuff with some lying and sneaky stuff. And I really don't have time for none of that either. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful of what you entertain and what you will and won't accept. And at the end of the day, it ain't nothing wrong with having sex. Some people freaky, some people ain't. Some people spontaneous, some people ain't. Some people like experimenting, some people don't. Some people like doing things differently, some won't. It's up to you. But I'm not gonna get in a battle of what you do in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't doing shit in nobody's bedroom. So I can't be arguing with nobody about nothing because that was a choice I made. But do I get offers 24/7? Why wouldn't I? I got that sex appeal. I can get a man if I can't get anything else, but is it going to be the right man? So I'm not going to waste my time and go through any of that because I've been in a relationship and I felt empty. I felt alone. I felt like this wasn't right. I felt like you weren't meeting me halfway. And that's mentally, emotionally, physically, you know what I'm saying, financially, I could take care of myself. Ain't no man ever stepped up into my place or in my circle, in my world, and took care of me 100%. It never has been done. I've always met a man halfway. Would it be nice for somebody to come sweep me off my feet and do that? Of course it would. Does it exist? I don't know. But if it don't, I ain't worried about it now because you can't miss them you ain't never had, period. But again, in a relationship, whether I like something or not, and I said I got bit, I wouldn't. But this brother might know that with every spot it may be, he might know how to take me to that next place of ecstasy. I don't know. But you got to be willing to try to know what's going to be different for you. She said
That's
she can't
true.
wait to the after party. You know, and you know her, you know how it is, Sheila. We just living and learning. We are women that are trying to stand for something different, trying to change, trying to open up and be something. But sometimes people got to realize you have to take the bitter with the sweet. You got to keep shit 100. You got to be true with yourself, because when you start not being true with yourself, then ain't nobody else gonna take you to be true. Ain't nobody else gonna want to deal with you. Ain't nobody else gonna want to, you know what I'm saying? And that's your man too. Men sometimes see that they women get so phony, so faulty, so disrespectful, and women too. And then you don't know how to tell them, look, man, you done got straight out of pocket. We need to change that. That's why they love making and stuff is off. All that's messed up.
You're right about that. You're so right about that. I don't know why our society spends so much time trying to impress others, you know?
We do
I
that because we want people to accept us. People did that. You know, I see that for some reason. I used to do that a little bit, explain myself. I ain't explaining shit to nobody. I ain't got nothing to explain to you. Don't none of y'all know me. I don't talk to you every day. You ain't my friends. I ain't no associate. I don't have a million people on here. I just have to have some good people to have a conversation. And this is a way to have a conversation with all y'all at one time. Because we see these conversations I have with you, Miss Valerie, Shy, whoever. You know what I'm saying? This is how we talk. So why you can't be real about who you are on and off this mic? And that's one thing that nobody can ever say about me. What I say on this motherfucker, I'll say off. You can take me if you want to, and I'll say what I gotta say either way. If you wanted me to say it, that ain't gonna stop me from saying it, and it ain't gonna change what I feel. You get what I'm saying? That's what people gotta realize. Stop trying to make people accept you. Ain't nobody gotta accept you.
right.
Ain't nobody
And,
like you.
and here's the deal. If you don't accept yourself, how you expect somebody else to accept you?
Ain't
And
nobody
that's
going
the
to.
truth. Because your behavior tell a lot about who you are. It's not what you say. It's the behavior that tells it all, you know? And we have to be conscious of our behavior, especially at our age and being adult. You know, you want to make sure everything you say out your mouth is the truth. And if it ain't the truth, shut up. Shut up at this point, because our words are very powerful. So
And
if you
especially,
don't know that by
I'm
now,
sorry. Sorry.
forgive me. I was just saying, if you don't know by now that your words are powerful, then shame on you. Because at our age, you're supposed to know that. And we're not just living in this world, we're living in the spirit too. So
Right.
if you ain't in tune with that, shame on you. And that would put you in a position that you speak double minded, you know? And you got to be careful of that because you don't want nobody to take you for granted. You will want somebody to respect everything you say, you know? So that's how I see that, baby. But I enjoy being a grown up and having grown up conversations and making it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking because we got lips. Now that's one thing I took from that boy. That was funny. That was funny to me. Talking because you got lips. Oh, that was funny as hell. That's when he bust that dude in the crack house. Oh, that was too funny. I laughed
Hey,
my ass off. And I told him I was CCing him and letting him know up front that I'm gonna take that one, you know. So that one to me is so funny, but it's so real. You know what I'm saying? And you can put it in so many different contexts. You know what I'm
you
saying? And I love it. I love that. So I did take that from him and how he bust the crackhead and let us know about the what's those things that was on the phone that they was changing the voices or whatever machine.
Hey, we gonna
Yeah,
have me and she have a trip down memory lane before the end of the year because we was talking about some things that had transpired and went on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things that went
yeah,
on through this whole situation. That's why I try to like just keep it real because what you say on this internet people with it, and we done seen it happen. How many damn times? So that's why I say just be
Yeah.
mindful of what you say, because these people go back and turn all your words and take it to a whole nother level and make you feel some other kind of way that you should not feel. You get what I'm saying? And the way I came and spoke tonight, no, I ain't mad with nobody. I ain't upset with nobody. I talk to her like that on the phone, off the phone. You don't like it, just don't call me. That's
Right.
anybody. Because I'm not
Right.
gonna sit there and be artificial with people because people want me to feel the way they want me to feel. Everybody got a way to feel like they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? We are women trying to come together, trying to do something different to try to make a change. And one thing about it, a lot of women don't know their sexuality. You don't know how to please your man. You don't even want to please your man, and the man don't want to please a woman. You got to know what you're looking for before you step and trying to tell somebody else what to do, because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a woman or a man yourself. And to me, what these conversations are about, because people don't really like to have them. They play with them, but they don't have these conversations. They like make believe.
You right about that, or as you said, talking because you got lips
Yeah,
or something
and
to add to it. You know.
right, right. And then at the end of the day, what happens after that? We just got to be mindful of a lot of things. Things are changing. Things are coming to an end. We got to be true with ourselves. So if you ain't true with yourself, how you gonna be true to someone else? You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about what anybody else think right now. It's about living
Yeah.
your truth, telling your truth, and feeling how you are. I don't want nobody to be better. I mean, more than me. I mean, be me. I want you to be better than me. If you're gonna be anything, if you want to try to be like Essie Bear, please be better than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my ways. But one thing you cannot say like Essie Bear, that she's a liar and she ain't fucking truthful and she don't speak. She will speak her mind. Those things a person can say about me for sure. Because nobody can over here find anything. Anything I say on this bad boy, I'll say it off. And you ain't never saw me get my ass up and recant shit I said, because what I said is what I said the way I said it. Everything I said, I meant what I said, and I told the truth. I'm not just sitting up here running my mouth and not gonna speak about what's the truth. I just don't do that. And we can't do that. And we ain't gonna
That's
start
true.
doing it.
Well, one thing about anything you say, you're supposed to think about it before you say it. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to have been a thought before it became a word. So, as adults, we all know that, and, that's what we're supposed to do, be responsible for our words and our behavior. And that's called maturing. You know what I'm saying? And when you mature, you're responsible for your behavior and your
And you
words, and your words. But people don't know your words are more powerful than anything. Okay? Your words provoke that behavior because everything starts from a thought. And if it don't, go sit on somebody's couch.
right. And, and not trying to be funny, any kind of conversation I get in, I really analyze a person's conversation. And then when I done like heard so much, then I just go for what I know, because I can trip the average person up in a conversation. You will hang yourself in a conversation or debate with me. That's something that you really don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of times people do that with their mates. You can't do that with your mates either. It's time to debate. It's time to get love, get right. Yeah. Amen, Miss BB. 40
And be a
years.
straight shooter. Be
Yeah,
a straight shooter. Be a straight shooter. Don't have no angles. Come straight. If that makes sense.
it does. Amen. Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to have no angles when you straight up and your hands is clean. You know, you can just say what you say and mean what you say. Just don't say no words just to say words and be in a conversation. Sometimes you better off saying less.
That's heavy right there. That's heavy. That's it. And then you know what? That's the same thing in a relationship. Talking about sex, talking about loving, talking about anything. You got to have a conversation, but it got to be a genuine, true conversation. A lot of people ain't used to the true conversations because they're so full of crap that you know what I'm saying. They take it to a different expectation. And this grown folk stuff to me, we talking. It's a lot about like being truthful with yourself. Just like be truthful with yourself. If you can't be truthful with yourself, like I don't like women. Straight the fuck up. I love men, but I like women that I'm cool with. Not all women I like. You understand what I'm saying? When I say I don't like women, like my mom, how she abused me. So I'm very skeptical about women getting cool with them, because if your mother will abuse you, someone else will abuse you, right? So I'm particular about that. I ain't gotta like your ass. You could go out with somebody. I ain't gotta like them because you like them, Sheila. I'm not that person. I had to tell somebody that I don't like her because you like her. That's your friend. That's not my friend. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. Period.
And I receive that. I'm the same way. And you know what? A lot of times people needs people to give them approval. And if they can't, get it from within, shame on you when you're a mature woman. When you
Right.
seeking attention, and whether it's a negative attention, you know what I'm saying? And you might think it's good, but it could be looked at by other people as negative. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is on this internet, they will smoke you like hot noodles on a Sunday morning. So you really don't want to be on this motherfucker doing stuff like that, no kind of way, nobody. Because no matter whether you're telling the truth or you telling a lie, on my side, seeing people where they take what we have said and take it to another level. At the end of the day, these are conversations that could have been had years ago, but my mindset wasn't right. So it's good to have good opportunities like that to question and have things that has transpired and went on. And like I ain't gonna read every question. I can remember the questions of what people have emailed me, but we got to realize it ain't just us who's sitting up here. It's a lot of people sitting on the outside looking in. There was a guy who said he watched us and he was talking about the women, how our comments were, but being nasty in the box, but he said he liked it because it was truthful. There's people watching you, paying attention. So you got to pay attention to what you say, because that's how you gain your fan base too. If you want people to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself and tell the truth. Now just give me a closed mouth, don't get fed. Say what, Brother Right Cross, you doing your thing on these YouTube streets. He doing it, ain't he? Y'all hit Right Cross. He got his own little page with his I put it at the bottom of the thing. Like he do a lot of poems, you guys, and he been doing his poems with his music, really been doing good with it. I'm so proud of him. Let me say I had a video with breakfast. Oh, that's so nice. So listen, you guys, I think I'm gonna play 2 more songs and then I'm gonna get out of here. That's all right with y'all. I like the one about do you know what it is? Do somebody know? So now, if you don't know, I think we broke it down in many ways about do you know what sex is? Do you know what making love is? If you do it, if you don't, that ain't got nothing to do with us. You may not keep your man, we may don't. I really also thank everybody for the guests that came up here. What was I Miss Anita? And what was the other lady name I kept saying was leaving comments? Miss Paralegal, I call her Paralegal SM. What was the
Great
other
show, Ashley.
Old Charlie, Miss Old Charlie. Yeah, thank you so much. I thank everybody for coming to visit us tonight. We had fun with this conversation. It didn't go quite the way we wanted, but it went everything the way we wanted. At the end of the day, I thank everybody for joining me. I appreciate Shy for jumping up here, you too, Miss Sheila, and allowing things. But all the women in my box, we're older women. We've experienced a lot. We know what we will do. We know what we won't do. We know what we will accept. We know what we won't accept. And it's time out for us to be not being able to communicate and say what we feel and be able to do it on a whole different a whole different level. People don't know how to communicate, so they don't know how to elaborate on things that's going on, no matter what. Oh, they so proud of Right Cross. Make sure y'all just click his link. I'll put it at the bottom. But check some of his stuff out. It's very spiritual. Y'all know he became a minister as well. So he been doing his thing. And I thank him too for keeping me enlightened and just keeping me a part of his circle in his world. I appreciate you too, Miss Sheila. I thank you guys so much. I'm gonna play a couple of songs and I'm gonna leave out. Maybe one more, because I don't know what I played and what I didn't play. I might just go push in my pen and get on up out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm pushing my pen, you guys. Just to you. I know Miss BB loved this one too. I love you guys. God bless y'all. Have fun tonight. May do another one next week. We'll see. Let's see what kind of questions I'm going to get in the box.
I'm about to do it again. At the pad, pushing this pen, carry my cross, walking away from sin. Ain't no shame in it. You don't know where I've been. Wherever it was, I'm not going back again. Now I follow him and sits on the throne. And Yah's right, I'm in constant communication with him, thanking him every morning, noon, and night. He keeps me going straight where I walk. I put a muzzle on my mouth to control my talk. I've said and done things I'm not proud of, but everything done now is done out of love. I know you ask if I'm for real, just stay tuned. My walk will reveal, it will be seen in my actions. You'll hear it in my voice. I know in my heart I made the right choice. I'm at the pad pushing this pen, head on straight, walking away from sin. Don't judge me cause I don't sound like you. Y'all knows my heart and what I do. There was a knock at the door, I let him in. Now my mission is to walk away from sin. At first it was hard, that's all I knew. He gave me his spirit to help walk me through. That spirit keeps me from going insane. That spirit helps alleviate the pain. That spirit has taken residence all in my brain. So with every step I take this spiritual gain. In him I have been found, no longer lost. He paid the price for me, and he hung on that cross. I don't believe it, and that's okay. Hope you change your mind before judgment day. I will continue to follow his lead, open up his word and start to read. Implement his teachings in my everyday life. As I sidestep drama, confusion, and strife, I'm at the pad pushing his pen, working the assignment I've been given. I'ma stay in alignment and follow through. He will not send me nowhere unless he's coming too. I am never by myself, depending on him is good for my health. He is everything, everything I need. Whatever he gives me, I plant it like a seed. This is just the beginning, there is so much to be done. I must continue to spread the good news of only begotten son. Others talk about this and that, don't have a clue. Every action and word you speak is recorded of you. You will receive payment for what you perform. It's time to repent, be renewed, be reborn. I'm at the pad pushing this pen. Those in this world wonder where I've been. My path is narrow, my direction redirected. No longer am I unprotected. Whatever weapon that tries to succeed in tongue that comes against me, I will condemn. This is the heritage I received from him who knew no sin. I'm at the pad pushing this pen. I'm at the pad pushing this pen.
Pushing that pen. God bless you guys. I can't find it tonight. I'll see y'all next
working and waiting, the time is near. He'll be back, believe it or not. It's a fact. Yeah, it's a fact. Believe it or not, he's coming back. Yeah, it's a fact. He'll be back. Hey, I'll be back. Only y'all knows where I've been. You brought me from there. You put me here where I won't be working and waiting. The time is near. He'll be back. Believe it or not, it's a fact. Yeah, it's a fact. He's coming back. Yeah, it's a fact. Believe it or not, he's coming back. It's a fact.
Night. You can do it. I like my night up. Bye.